breeze, little man, rub the breeze on there, right? Hey.
OGDoDirty, flipping packs in the back, stuffing the blunt, fat sack, jet black Cadillac, stacks in the mattress, cash cow status, walk in the streets, heat up, no crack, blunt blazing, smoke hazing, OGs in the attic, crispy clean kicks, ain't nothing static, southern nights, trap dreams, raw matic, light it up, inhale the magic, erratic, down south, making moves, 808s, hit raw, sip the lean, slow the scene, outlaws on call, counting bills, run the thrills, trap house ball, switches in the air, grandiose alcohol, dirty dope dreams, with the crew so mean, like some movie scene, trap king, royally king, purple haze phase, hazy days, cash in streams, hit the streets, beast mode, blitzy jewel schemes, OGDoDirty, leaning like a tower, got the power, hour after hour, living fast, mile high, never sour. Came up from the grid, dirty money flower. Blood blazing, smoke hazing, OGs in the attic. Crispy clean kicks, ain't nothing static. Southern nights, trap dreams, raw matic. Light it up, inhale the magic, erratic. OGDoDirty, leaning like the tower. Got the power, hour after hour. Living fast, mile high, never sour. Came up from the grid, dirty money flower. Blood blazing, smoke hazing, OG.
There we go. Well, I thought I was up here the whole time, man. Welcome everybody, man, to goddamn Sunday demon time. You know what I'm talking about? You already know what it is. And the person I needed that's so dear to my heart, you know, we praying today. Hopefully he can come up and do devotion with me real quick. You know what I'm saying? And we go ahead and get this thing started all right. You know, church services started a little bit late today. You know what I'm saying? People woke up late. You know what I'm saying? Some people out of town. We got all type of things. Let's salute to my boy Spoon is in the thing that is here, boss. Yeah, we definitely gonna get into what we was talking about last night up first, because this nigga was cutting up last night. And you know what? Let me go ahead and wipe my feet off and stuff like that, man. When I, you know what I'm saying, as soon as I come in through the door, you know what I'm saying, make sure I wave my hands and kiss babies on the forehead and all that. And don't forget to, and like Tom say, punch old people in the neck. So we're gonna do that today the right way. Let me make sure everything is dropped. Let me get this. If you want us to, you know what I'm saying, the collection plate will be passed around. So, you know what I'm saying, you make sure you drop a little something in that collection plate. Make sure you fill it up, let it run over. You know what I'm saying? Let's make this service a great service, you know what I'm saying? By hitting that Cash App, # OGDoDirty. You know what I'm saying? Or you can just become a member of the church. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, go and get you a membership. You know what I'm saying? I hit that super chat, one or the other. You know what I'm saying? Dedicate yourself to something. You know what I'm saying? Every Sunday. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. So the link is dropped for those who want to come up. This is going to be a good show. Then, you know, we're going to talk about, we got first thing we're going to be talking about is this beef jerky. We got to get that on about the way. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just a talk of decision, a discussion, not decision, the discussion last night. We got to get the beef jerky out the way. And then once we get that beef jerky out the way, then we're going to get into the Glorilla and her winning her Inspirational award. Oh, we got to check. This is a hot Sunday. You know what I'm talking about? Come up here and, you know what I'm saying, get your blessings on. You know what I'm saying? Don't let your blessing bypass you. You come on up here and get what you needed. You know what I'm talking about? Thou should be giveth, and you should take it. But since you ain't going to take it and I ain't going to give it, you're going to have to just deal with it today because we're going to talk about this beef jerky. You know what? Let me go ahead and get this service started. You know, the first thing we got to do our devotion. You know what I'm saying? We like to welcome everybody. Make sure everybody do their thing. You know what I'm saying? The word of today is lies, nigga, lies. Those that lie, spread narratives, move goalposts, but we still love them when we pray for them. You know what I'm talking about? But we ain't going to allow that to happen today. The truth will come out. We're going to find out some truths around here today. Yeah, because everything is not so as simple as everybody expected to be. So, you know, we gotta make this thing work and move, you know what I'm saying, the right your way. You know, man, because everybody don't know that. But you know what, guess what? I do. I do. So we're gonna make sure we get to it the right way. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get blessed by the church real quick. He said, amen. That's what I'm talking about. They be spreading them lies. But you know, we gotta go ahead and get blessed by the church. Go ahead and come on up here, young man. Young man Stunner. This is our young brother. I don't know where he come from, but you know, he from the religion, the ski mask, and he thought he'd tell us about how good God is. So we're gonna listen to his song, and then we'll get these church services started. Now, y'all walk in, you know what I'm saying? You grab your Bibles and all your good stuff like that, because you're gonna need them today. You're gonna need them today. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead and bless us, young man. Yeah, you see it up there. He about to bless us. He about to bless us the right way. It's getting with the ski mask, but we're gonna go ahead and do it the right way.
God is good. God is good. Hey, to praise the Lord right now. Keep God in your life. Hey, keep God in your life. Fuck nigga, keep God in your life. Fuck nigga, keep God in your life. Hey, we need to keep God in our lives.
That's a whole fact. We got to keep him in there. Keep him in there. Keep him in there. Yes, heard what he said. Thank you for the blessings, my good son. You coming here with the right type of spirit today. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, yeah, to all of y'all fathers, fathers out there, you know what I'm talking about? Happy Father's Day. You know what I'm talking about? Make sure you get you some presents. If they give you some socks and a beer, hey, man, you just say welcome. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and get to it. We got to go ahead and get this beef jerky out the way so we can go ahead. It's just going to be a quick service, man. We're going to get you in and get you out. We're going to be trying to hold you up all day. You know what I'm saying? We ain't sitting here 4-5 hours. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't doing it because we still got TPO and we got a blast staff show to do tonight. You know what I'm saying? Oh, plus we got, today is Sunday, people. So you know what time it is. Blast staff will be later on tonight because guess what, man? We have the goddamn drive-by discussions tonight, hosted by your boy OGDoDirty and Wrestler. Oh, he said no TPO tonight. Well, we just gonna be cutting it short today because we ain't gonna be sitting up here all day trying to go through this. You know what I'm saying? Because this big jerky shit gonna throw me all the way the fuck off. And I was right again. You know, that man didn't. Yeah, but we gonna let's get to it since we didn't already got it out there. He said he's out of town, but that's okay, sir. It's okay. It's okay. I got you. That's what I'm here for. Damn it, and I got a blunt fired up. Yeah, I got you. Don't worry about it. You just make sure you comment in the chat, my good brother. Deacon Tom, uppity Jesus. Yeah, you make sure you just stay commented. You know what I'm saying? Not comment, nigga, comment it. You know what I'm saying? You keep that thing moving. So, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, what you say is dear to our hearts. So that's the first thing. Let's get out of here. Let's go to the first thing I was talking about last night. Since I told these niggas that I knows. But, you know what I'm saying? We got to go ahead and show them the process, the processor. Yeah, the process. We're going to go through the process, which is going to return, give us the processor, how this stuff is done. You understand, man? Yeah. So the first thing they do, like I told you, they got to walk in the facility with the white suits on. Yeah. You got to have your everything clean. They don't want no bacteria. They don't want no bacteria. No bacteria getting everywhere on their stuff. I got to say it 3 times for you. Appreciate your CCD is in the building. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, but yeah, we ain't even gonna be here that long, brother. I'm glad you showed up. You're gonna want to hit it up. Yeah, so they walk in there in the facility, you know what I'm saying, and you got to make sure they cleans, right? Yeah, happy Father's Day. Yeah, no, nigga, because you buy your product from over there, nigga, and that's what we're gonna get. It's all coming together. You know me, I wrap it together, bro, like a burrito. I put it together with some burrito, bro, with some good cheese sauce on top of it. Because, you know, y'all new people, y'all like that cheese sauce. You know what I'm saying? I don't eat cheese sauce on my stuff. You know what I'm talking about? I don't eat cheese out of can. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, how you love that. Yeah, but look at this. This is how they make it. You know what I'm talking about? They got to walk in the facility. Now, we're going to go through the process. This is the meat that they grab, right? Because this ain't, I want you to look at the meat. Look at the meat. Now, what we heard last night was something way different. But yeah. Look at the meat. Look, it don't matter if they in Korea. It don't matter if they in Spain. It don't matter if they in the D. Or it don't matter if they in the United States, sir. All the processes are the same, sir, when it comes to big factory processing. You know what I'm saying? You got to know your processes, my good sir. Obviously, you don't know your processions, your precisions to get your procession going. So we're going to show you so you would know. Yeah. We're going to have to show you. Yeah. Just all meat, people. Now let's go from there, because like I said, this is what they do. I tried to tell y'all, you know what I'm saying? So only thing that they doing after they get that, they use a machine, right, to scrape all the fat and all that up off the meat. You know what I'm talking about? They try to get the meat as clean as they can get it. Didn't I say that? They try to get it as clean as they can get it. Yeah, let's keep on going. We're going to show you the little process, how they take the skins off and all the rest of the outside meat with all the fat connected to it. Yeah. Skim it on off. Yeah. They skimming it on off. Hey, see that little golden thing right there? Now, I told y'all about these machineries that do the job that most people used back in the day. They had to do that with a fillet knife. They had to get in there and trim that on off. It's called trimming, but they don't trim no more. The machine did, but you just roll it up on there and they roll it up, rolls all that shit up off of there. You know what I'm talking about? I try to tell them, but they ain't want to listen to me. It's going to tell you the process. Yeah. All right. So now, let's go to the other stuff that this jerky gonna have, because you know it's gonna have all type of powders and all type of mixtures. N8T3, 6B2, N19. You know what I'm talking about? Yo, A130. Yeah, all that is inside this bag of chemical right here. Yeah. It don't have to be America, sir. It don't have to. All the processes is done the same, sir. Yeah. All of them done the same. That's what you don't get, but it's okay. It's okay. No, we ain't doing that. What it said. Let me go there and help this nigga out real quick. We ain't doing that. Get this nigga back here. We ain't doing that. Hide this shit. Yeah, you move this shit. Get it gone, nigga. We ain't doing that. Get it gone, nigga. We ain't doing that. Yeah, nigga ain't putting no other processes inside of here, nigga. Not while I'm here, you know. Yeah, what we gonna do, we gonna look at my processes, because I told you all of it's the same, sir. Yes, sir. All right, so check this out. They're gonna bath water it into some bullshit. Then they're gonna have to shoot it up with some enzymes and all that stuff. Like I told them, that's what they do. So let's continue. Oh, matter of fact, I'm on the wrong page. Let's continue. Yeah, the M39 73. Wrong process, my brother. Wrong process. Yeah. That's that meat. Now, I believe I told y'all this is what they do to bacon. They making this. This is exactly how they do the bacon. Exactly the same way they do the bacon. And like I said, you got to start listening to OG. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's about to go through this machine and watch what the machine do. Stabilizers, keep your meat and all that stuff. See, this is the stuff that you're eating. You don't even know these compounds they got in there. That can be dirt, that can be metals, that could be anything that make your stuff lab. It's definitely not salt. It ain't just all salt. You know what I'm saying? It's a liquid bath of what you call it, the Holy Grail. Goddamn, it's the youth. It makes stuff last for a long time. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we don't trust that. That's the same shit they put in that McDonald's food. That's why I don't digest. Let go. Yo. That look like a slicer. Is that a slice? Is that going to turn that into small scripts like OGDoDirty said? Boy, I'm trying to tell you, that boy ain't telling me. Now, I done told y'all this process all the way up to so far. Let's continue. What? Did that just come out of scripts? Did that just come out of scripts like OGDoDirty said it come out of script? When I watch them spread it out. Because they got to get it detangled because they're going to throw it all back together. And they're going, yeah, like I said, you got to watch the process of how they make this decade. Now they're going to throw it in a tumbler, throw some more powder on top of it. This is what they, like I say, they got to have a stabilizer on it. You know what I'm talking about? Because it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? It's that stuff that Tom like to eat. He like to ingest this type of meat. So you don't want to cook it. He rather have it dehydrated. You know what I'm saying? It ain't good for you, sir. Now we on the hanging. Didn't I say this? Didn't I say this? See, they're gonna start paying attention to me. You see it? You see it, huh? Now let's get it in this industrial. Now, what do y'all think this is right here? What do you think is moving around in there? What do you think moving? This nigga still. What this nigga doing? What this nigga over there doing? Get that shit up out of here. We looking at my process, sir. If you want to bring your process up here, sir, you can hit the link and drop it in the back. And while you up here, we can talk about your little process and links. But we got other stuff we got to go over, like the process I was talking about. Because like I told you, and I tried to let you and be baller low this last night, y'all gonna start listening to me. This is what they do, sir. This is what they do. This is the same process we do in America. Ain't no different, but I got other process for you because you said it was separate. So I'm gonna make sure I give you separate. But this is the first one that I was talking about. I try to tell you, you want to listen to me. It's okay though. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Now when they bring it up out of this smoker, that's what it look like. What? can't, yeah, nigga, what it look like. That's what it look like. And then watch what they do, because they're gonna put it through another machine that'll tell you the kind of same machine that make the bacon big, nigga. Try to tell me. I know what I'm talking about. Check this out. Another pneumatic machine that cuts up everything into small pieces. Let's see what type of pieces it cuts this stuff into. That's what we about to do. Look at that. Look at that dried ass meat. Look at that. Let me go back and show you this dried ass meat. Show you this unhumane dog food they throwing out here. Look at that. Look at that shit there. Boy, you gotta do better. Boy, if your stomach ain't rolling over right now, bro, trying to fall out your body, boy, I'm trying to tell you better not eat that shit. I'm trying to tell you're gonna be sick. I'm telling you, don't fuck with that beef jerky. That beef jerky ain't right for you, brother. Let's go through some more processes, because you don't believe that's how the process works. Now they're gonna package it up for you. You got to show the whole process now. Now they're gonna package it up for you. It's a whole fact, sir. That's a whole fact. I don't need everybody to listen to it, as long as you pay attention to it, because what's coming up next is for all you, my good son. Don't worry about it. We got you. Didn't I say that they got a machine after they do all that stuff? They put it right in the machine. The machine weighs it out, bags it up for you and everything. There's no hand processes and going into beef jerky. Most of the shit is automatic, like OGDoDirty told y'all that night. Nigga, listen up. Tune in, old niggas. Tune in. Watch that little basket open up, whoop, and drop it right into a bag. What that is right there. What that is right there. What that is right there. Like I can tell you, you don't even know what that is right there. Do not eat, nigga. And you see, this is how motherfucking beef jerky is made. Now we got other things. Look at watch it drop in the bag and watch them seal it. Y'all gonna start listening to OGDoDirty, man. Let's get to this other stuff so I can make sure we get y'all all the way in here. I try to tell this nigga, man, you trying to tell me about the process of how to make this shit, boy, you crazy hell, man. I tell you, but OGDoDirty know what he's done, man. Okay, let's get to the next one. Let's get to the traditional, because like I said, it's separate ways of making this bullshit that they be eating. Well, let's go to America style. We're gonna do this America style and at home. You know what I'm talking about? Because somebody in the chat think that everything across seas is different from here in American. And so we're gonna show him how Americans do it. And matter of fact, we're gonna show him how this man do it, and see if he agrees with the way that he do it. You feel me? Because he gonna use the dehydrator. See, we just seen real beef jerky, right? With the smoke, you know what I'm saying, in a room. You know what I'm talking about, that they smoke, they send smoke in there and they get it smoked out. You know what I'm saying, dried up just right and all that right there. I don't know why this nigga keep doing this. It's not gonna work for you today, sir. You just don't have to keep on doing yourself like this. So there's no reason to. There's no reason to. Get that up out of here. We don't need nobody in the chat picking up that information, sir. That information is wrong. You know what I'm talking about? But we only own the information that's displayed on the screen. So if you want your information displayed on the screen, please drop it in the back. But until you drop it in the back, sir, it ain't gonna work over there in the chat, because ain't nobody gonna be able to see it. All right. So This is what I do know. This is how they make beef. Now, this is supposed to be natural beef. You know what I'm talking about? From the farms. You know what I'm saying? Ferry farms. You know what I'm talking about? What is that? Harris Farms. Yeah. Good natural beef. Let's see how he do his. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you see. Oh, there he is. I got my first guest coming up to the panel. Let me make sure I welcome him up here the right way.
OGDoDirty, let me hear.
How you doing, my good sir?
You ain't shit. I just want to let you know that I dropped in the back, old jigaboo ass motherfucker, and I'm out of here. No,
we will be watching this. So you make sure you tune in, old nigga. Just tune in, old nigga. Well, we're about to see your dehydrator machine. We're about to see your dehydrator machine right now. We got 14 minutes. We ain't gonna be watching.
Let me tell you, this nigga gonna take us all the way to Korea.
We in America now. We in America now.
How they fuck up.
You
know that. Listen, no one trusts Asians.
It don't even matter, nigga. You make sure you tune in, old nigga. Just make sure you put your glasses on, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I don't need to put my glasses on. I know you a liar. Your glasses on, nigga. So look, you gonna go to a homemade style version instead of I
got more too. That's why I want you. That's why I want you to stay tuned in. You just stay tuned in because there's way more coming. It's way more coming.
White folks.
And it's trash. He gonna guess what he gonna make it with, and guess what he gonna use to cook his a fucking dehydrator, nigga. And this I'm gonna show you. Just matter of fact, nigga, you can leave. You just make sure you keep your eyes focused on the screen because it's more coming after this. And it got one of your favorite fucking products, nigga, that we're gonna talk about. Sorry ass shit come out of can, put you on the toilet, make you throw up and shit at the same time.
That's your shit, nigga.
I'm gonna show it.
We raccoon eating shit, talking shit ass motherfucker. Ain't no one believe this shit but you.
Wonder why you can't. Wonder why all your goddamn bangs poking at your
goddamn nigga eating goddamn pig intestines with hot sauce and think that good for you.
Salt and that shit.
Nasty ass motherfucker.
Got more sodium than got more sodium than 7 packs of noodles. Nigga, get the fuck out of here.
This
and when they put in 379 and then, you know, talking about stabilizer.
That's how Kobe came because this nigga like him. That's how Kobe came because nigga like him.
Yeah, that's what happened. They put them stabilizers in there. You know, time they make niggas stop growing.
From their eyes. That's okay. All right, cool.
Fingernails and shit stop growing. That's that shit they put in your food because you're eating that beef jerky. Yeah, but we ain't worried about it. We're gonna go through this American process, sir. The process.
This is the wrong word. This is the wrong one. Go with how it's made, nigga. Real American style.
We gonna get into that too, nigga. I got that
bad,
too.
Nigga.
I don't need your video. I got my own. Yeah. My own.
Beef jerky today.
Listen, it don't even sound right. You don't even sound right, old lying ass nigga.
He can't even make beef jerky right, but this nigga gonna try. He gonna try. It ain't gonna come out looking like the Korean beef jerky.
Again, this is selectively edited. Nope. This is selectively picked and edited. So it look bad. This is why I don't like this nigga.
It's okay. It's okay.
You act like you don't use MSG, nigga.
Watch how it come out. Sir, first of all, sir, I grow all my vegetables. So I don't have to take the ingest the MOG or the GMO or the NIT or the NT.
I said MSG, nigga.
I don't take no artificial supplements in my body.
MSG ain't artificial, nigga.
What is it then, sir?
Salt.
Do it come from animal nail?
No.
You know what I'm talking about? Is it bone marrow?
No.
Is it brain?
No.
Is it dried out skin? Nigga, what is it?
It could be dried out skin. That's real fresh, real good food right there.
Yeah, It's sprinkles on your shit, nigga. Have you ever seen a sprinkle? Man.
Yeah, it's a sprinkle. You know what's fucked up is? Nigga, you eat everything these motherfuckers tell you to eat because you just like every other nigga out here using Lowry's. Have you ever seen how Lowry's shit was made?
And you wonder why
the rat droppings in that shit, the rat droppings you eat, nigga.
Niggas' three main systems. And you wonder why the nigga
Let's let y'all niggas know. Don't listen to this nigga. If you ever seen how Lowry shit is made,
eating that shit,
most niggas love Lowry seasoning. It got rat droppings and raccoon shit in it, motherfucking bird shit, and rat pesticides and all kind of shit in it. That's Lowry.
Your fingers getting stuck at the age of 13 because you got carpal tunnel because you've been eating the MSG, nigga. Get your shit together.
I'm out of here. I'm out. I don't even like niggas. This is why I don't like niggas on Sunday.
Sliced steaks. This is,
we ain't done it yet.
What was this? Top round steaks, sliced thin. These are already probably a little less than 1/4 of an inch thick, so pretty thin stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the fat and any gristle.
Nigga ain't wash his hands or nothing. That's how they make beef jerky. That's what we're talking about. That's exactly how you make it. None washing hands and shit. You just dry it out, huh? let's put these little herbicides on it and stuff like that. But he gonna put some good seasoning on it. At least he did put brown sugar on it. You know what I'm talking about?
Now you don't want a lot of fat left on the meat because the fat doesn't take as well to the drying process, and the longer that you're planning on storing your jerky, the fat's gonna spoil first. So you want to.
That's a whole fact. That's why I was telling y'all a few minutes ago. Now I ain't got a lot of y'all. The nigga scrape that fat off. Why? Because OG said it was gonna matter at me, Sperling. Nigga, listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. Nigga ain't butchered nothing in their life. Nigga, I butchers all the time, nigga. We doing him. If you want to join the show, please hit the link and come on up here and spill your spill. This is Demon Time Sunday. We is at Church. Oh yeah, we're gonna be almost done with this in a minute because we definitely got to get to this Glorilla stuff. But I just want to prove my point because I'm right. Yeah, but it is, like I said, it's different processes, but is all of them real jerky? But we got more to go. Let's go.
As little as possible on there. So you do want to start with a pretty lean cut. I'm not too particular because in our house, beef jerky never lasts too long. I usually eat it up pretty quick. So
and end up on the toilet. You know what I'm talking about? Doing a squirt. Yeah, that's what you're doing. Coming right at your asshole. Yeah, nigga, you got to clean your toilet when you're done, bro, because your squirt never goddamn well. You're loose, nigga.
You know, I just go for whatever it looks to be the least expensive and is already thinly sliced. Of course, if you go to your grocery store, your local produce store, the butcher will.
This nigga knife ain't even sharp. That's how you know it was some bullshit right off top. Nigga ain't even got a sharp knife. Nigga using the knife, nigga that got edges on it. Nigga got serrated edges on it. Get out of here, nigga. Get your real knife, nigga.
Typically slice it as thin as you want right when you get there. So if they don't have something prepackaged that you want, you can usually, request that they'll cut it to your specifications. But we're gonna speed up this nasty ass process because this is the type of shit. This is how Tom eat his beef jerky. This type of beef jerky Tom like right here. He like the strips of meat and then just marinated in half and shit. Look at it, but the type of shit he be eating. This nigga got a zapper skin. He got a container. Okay, go. I'm gonna go ahead and add.
Now this is what you call a container, not a tub. You feel me? Yeah, a container come with the little light blue top. You know what I'm talking about? Snap on top. That's a container, not a tub. I just want to let you know that. W.
The cure. Now, I just so happen to have one last package of the Nesco branded spice and cure that's in here. And what this
nigga
mostly
couldn't even put his own spices together to make his own beef jerky. Ain't that about a bit? Nigga bought store-bought packages. Look at them.
Is a few different seasonings and then some salt and sodium nitrite also used to help cure the meat. If you don't have one of these packets, in fact, I've made it before.
Throw that shit in the trash if you don't have the packet because that shit gonna be nasty and you're gonna end up on the toilet coming from the mouth and the ass. That's what you're gonna be doing, eating that beef jerky because that shit nasty. Let's continue to go over so we can find out what seasons he put in this motherfucker. This nigga did some nasty ass shit. Let's go here. What the fuck is this juice that he got bottom of it? Well, let's find out.
Up in there and see what happens. I've got a freshly opened can of jalapenos.
What? Not the peno. Not the peno. Not the jalapeno. Hot tamale.
So I'm gonna put a little bit of that in here. Now these are cured in vinegar.
Mm-hmm.
In here, and I don't want to put too many of those because my wife doesn't want she doesn't like the beef jerky when it's too hot. I don't want to overkill the flavor there. So we got that in there. Let's go ahead and cut open the packet of the spice and cure.
Throw that garbage in there. You know what I'm talking about? So you can jerky it on up, and I'm gonna go ahead and speed forward so we can make sure we get everything else that you need. So you can put whatever else you're gonna put in there, player. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about? Now he didn't mix this together with a little water. Because, you know, it's the only thing to mix it with some water. No stock or nothing, just some water.
Simply use salt and whatever other ingredients you like to marinate the meat. I'm going to just go ahead and stir this up. Looks really gross, but should be pretty good.
That's a whole fact. That's exactly what that stew look like when you get through eating that beef jerky. That right there. That's how that beef jerky come out your body. Liquid chunks and nastiness. And it stank. Smell like old baby feet. You know what I'm talking about? Old baby feet. You know what I'm talking about? Somebody ain't scrubbed their baby in like 4-5 days sitting in a wet diaper. Nigga shit everywhere, but the feet smell like this stank. You know what I'm talking about? What it is. Yeah, you smell it. Can you smell it through the screen? Smell like ass.
When it's all done, I'm probably actually going to add a little bit more water than this. Get all that stirred up pretty good.
Yep. Let's stir it up.
Oh, that's got a scent coming off of it. That is strong.
Ass. That's what it smells like. Ass. You know what I'm talking about? Old decay. A week old decay corpse or something. That's what it smells like. Straight ass.
Potent, but that's good. That's what we want. Okay. Then
that's how you end up on the toilet too. Potent. All on the toilet.
Drag over the strips of beef over here. They're off camera, but you'll see them as I bring them in. And then I'm going to go ahead and lay these all in here. Now, the reason that I'll use this resealable Ziploc container like you see is that after I get all the meat laid in.
Yeah, Jerky said he going to lay all that meat in there and cover with the top. Nigga need to put the shake and bake on it and shake the juice into it or something because that shit look gross.
Flatten all the
Look at that. Look at
pieces of meat in there.
Look at that. That's how it look in your stomach. You know what I'm talking about? Exactly what it look like in your stomach. With all the acids and juices sitting on top of it, just decaying. Just nasty and shit. Yeah, bro. And you know it stink.
You can see it's kind of swirled around on everything pretty good. So I'll just sort of smush everything down a little bit lower so they're all soaking in it a bit better. That looks really gross at this stage.
That's the whole fact, sir, because you got 3 different color meats in there. All this shit need to be thrown in the trash. Just trash it.
If I do say so myself. Smells really good though. Beef's been marinating for actually about 4 hours. It marinated longer than I expected it to, but I had some chores to do, so I was.
That's a whole fact. So let it sit in there and just get most stankier. You right? Danky. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, but he got to dehydrate over to the side. We're going to see the process because obviously this process is way different from the other processes. You're going to see the results of it. Like I tried to tell these niggas last night, but they wouldn't listen to me. You know what I'm talking about? But they're going to have to listen because guess what? They ain't up here to say nothing. So, hey, we get to go through it and see the dehydration. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Doing that. This got a little bit of extra soak time. Laid into the dehydrator here.
Not a dehydrator. What a smoke at, nigga. Yeah, look at the temperatures on there. Didn't Tom say that last night? You got to cook it in different temperatures. So what your jerky will come out, sir, if you cook it at 200 degrees? What is that? 43 Celsius? What is going to come out to be? What if you cook your shit at 115? What about if you cook your jerky at 125? Is it going to change the color on your jerky or it's still going to come out and send you to the toilet? Toilet? That's where it's going to send you to.
So go ahead and take the lid off. And as those of you who own a Nesco dehydrator or one of these ringed dehydrators know, you've just got a series of stackable rings that have these little, these little mesh or slotted little grill type surfaces. And then it's really just a simple matter of taking these. Now that I'm doing this, I think I might even do some apple moist, put them in a Ziploc bag. It's a lot better than, buying it in the bag from the grocery store or wherever. You can save quite a bit of money by making it yourself. So that's all of that loaded up on there. I'm going to put the lid on and I'm actually going to finish and then you'll see another.
Now here goes the revealing part of it. Let's look at the jerky. Let's see the jerky.
Video on that. So I'll see you back in a little bit. I'm going to take off the lid here and show you the finished product.
Look at that there. Look at
so
that.
You can see from that top layer. I think I snitched a couple pieces off of this tray.
Yeah.
You can see the final result.
Yeah,
considering how large the pieces were before and how much real estate they took up, they've shrunk down quite a bit. So that's what you're going to be left with. And if you can kind of see a little bit of gleam on some of these, there's a little bit of shininess to them. There's a little bit of oil from the fat in the meat that has risen to the surface. And so what I'm going to do now, before I enjoy my newly made beef jerky is I'm gonna.
Yeah, see, you wouldn't have that problem, sir, because if you smoked it like you were supposed to be smoking, all that would have dripped off. You know what I'm talking about? Or it would have stayed inside the meat, right, and sucked into it because the drying process is different. But you know, let Tom say it. It's all the same. That's what he said. He said it's all the same. Yeah, it's all the same.
Take the pieces and place them on a paper towel on a plate.
Play your video.
And then I'm going to pat them down with another paper towel, just lightly, just to soak up some of that oil, and that'll help them to stay fresher a little bit longer. You don't want them going rancid. Like I said, in this house, beef jerky does not last long enough to actually go bad. Yeah, because it's already coming out of you inside the toilet. That's what it's coming out of it. But it's still get this nigga video out the way. Now y'all seen that dehydrated beef jerky. Now let's go over here and see what Spoon talking about. Cause Spoon dropped the video on the back. You know, it's so dear to my heart. I gotta play it. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, he said this. What? You lying to me? You is lying to me, nigga. You is lying. Don't tell me this nigga dropped the video in the back and that motherfucker say it can't be played. Don't lie to me and tell me that happened. Don't what? Hold up real quick. Ooh, hey Spoon, that video not working, dog. The video is not working. Matter of fact, drop it again because that video not working, dog. It not working. Every time I click on it, I can give the screen to tell me it's a video not available no more. What? That can't be. That ain't real. That can't be real. Drop it in the chat again, sir, so I can grab it because obviously you did what you did last night. You giving me wrong information, sending me to the wrong place. I need that video again so I can play it. I need that video again. I need to play it. But I don't see it. So I'll wait till he drop it in the chat again, people. Hopefully when he drop it in the chat again, we'll be able to play it. Because the other ones I took up off the chat. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got them motherfuckers up out of here. You know, man. Yeah, you see it. Yeah, appreciate you, Easy. Yeah, this is what this nigga wanted. What this nigga wanted today. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to him. You know, we ain't even done yet. We ain't even made it to the deli de creme. Yeah, we're gonna get there in just a minute. We're gonna pull out that meat in that can. That shit trash. Yeah, man. Yeah, sir. Can you do me a favor and stop typing wow inside the chat and put that link back in the chat so I can grab it, sir, so we can play that video that you want us to see? Because I'm gonna show you what that video gave me a few minutes ago when I went to it. I'm gonna show you exactly what it gave to me when I went to it. It was sad when I went over. I said, "Oh, what? This nigga gave me the wrong information. Not Spoon gave me the wrong information. What? Let me pull this video back up and show this nigga exactly what it say when I click on it. Just stop it right there. Let me put it over to the side. Bam. Let me show you. Let me show you, chat. Let me show you, chat. Look at this. This is what it showed me when I clicked on the video. Video not available. Not available. They done took it off the interweb. It ain't real. It ain't real. It was a prank. It was a prank. That's what it was. It was a prank. Yeah, you know it. There it is. He dropped it again. Let's see if it'll pull up this time. Let's see if it gonna pull up this time. Yeah, it's gonna give me the same thing it gave me a few minutes ago. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. He got it. He finally did something right now. Hey, I gotta give him credit. Gotta give him a little credit. He did come with evidence, with a little video. So let me play it. Yeah, let me play it. Yeah, I got it. I got it, brother. I got it. Yeah. Here we go. You see it up there. Yeah, now we on my shit. How it made in America. Let's go.
At least be a new invention.
Now, let me say this right off top. That beef jerky right there look way different from the beef jerky we already seen, especially that homemade beef jerky. Now let's find out what processes go through to make this right here a beef jerky.
But as it turns out, the practice of making thin curd strips of meat dates back to thousands of years. And while back in the day people used the kind of thin and preserved meat to save food from being spoiled, nowadays jerky continues to remain a very popular and versatile snack. But how exactly something like fresh beef turn into something you can package off, like cookies and chips, that can last for over a year?
Now, as you got through saying, let me just show you. We just showed the Korean side. Now, everybody just seen that first video now. Now, look at this again. This look like the same goddamn process. I think I showed y'all this already. And I believe I told y'all the same process is the same way all the way around. It's no different. But, you know, we ain't listening. Yeah, W.
jerky continues to remain a very popular and versatile snack. But how exactly something like fresh beef turn into something you can package off, like cookies and chips, that can last for over a year without refrigeration? Well, we're here to answer that question. Now, as we mentioned, beef jerky is nothing new. In fact, ancient cultures all over the world have been smoking, drying, and curing meat for the purposes of preservation for thousands of years. But the recipe for modern beef jerky can be traced back to something called JERKY that was made by South American tribes out of llama and alpaca meat. This is actually where the name jerky actually comes from, as jerky is just a mispronunciation of the native word.
Ooh, I'm trying to tell y'all, boy, this is for the educated niggas out there. It's crazy when a non-educated nigga tell you something and it's facts. Crazy, ain't it? Gotta stop being so smart.
Nowadays, jerky can be made from dozens of meat, including but not limited to venison, chicken, turkey, pork, mutton, fish, and many, many more.
Didn't even have to see the video because I already seen this shit before. This is how it's made. I damn near watched every episode on how it's made. But since I said that, let's go through it again, because the only thing I didn't say last night was mutton. But let's go through the jerkies real quick. You got venison, chicken, turkey, pork, fish. Come on now. I think we had a whole conversation on this last night. Didn't we? Yeah. I'm trying to tell you, boy, but this ain't this W.
More. Hell, even vegan options are slowly springing up. But today, we're going to be focusing on the most popular...
And I got a video of that too. We're going to see it all today, nigga. Yeah, get your mind correct.
...kind of jerky, good old beef. With that being said, let's move on to the actual making of jerky, which starts like all other beef items, with procurement of meat. Now, what...
Big word, the procurement, the process a lot. You know what I'm saying? Of getting that meat together. Yeah, that mullet. Get you some millet.
All beef jerky is traditionally made of beef scraps, slices. Nowadays, a lot of companies have been starting to make jerky out of ground up beef scraps by shaping it in a form of regular slices. But for the purposes of this video, we're going to be focusing on classic jerky, which is usually made from a lean cut of beef meat. This is usually either a round steak, which is found in the hindquarters of a cow, or a flank, which is found in the...
That's a whole fact, sir. Big word. You know it. Yeah, you see this nigga trying to use big words to try to disguise what the fuck he's saying. Nigga, you ain't smart. This is how it's made, sir. Just show us the goddamn process. What we doing here? Trying to show us a motherfucking sirloin steak. You see all that fat in that steak, nigga? Make jerky out of there. You got to cut all that shit off. Again, we seen the process. We ain't doing no lies today, sir. The truth is coming out.
The back end of the cow's underside. These pieces are preferred because they are usually the lowest in fat content, which usually brings out a lot more moisture and can lead to the beef being easily spoiled. This is also why the next step has to be taken place, that being cleaning and drying. Now, as soon as the beef is procured, to make sure that there's nothing detrimental to the jerky's cooking and preservation, it is immediately trimmed of any fat or connective tissue.
Now, what they doing right now, that's a goddamn lie. They are not doing that shit by hand. Too many goddamn pieces of meat inside there. They're going to do it the same way we showed on that first video. An automatic machine. They roll it up on there. It's a roller type of disc that come across that bitch and shaves all that shit off. Now, if they don't show that on this process, but then show you everything else, you know it's a goddamn lie. Don't do that. He's talking about two different processes. One done with hand. As you can see, one meat was dry and then sliced into thin slices. Bam. I already told y'all this already. This is the same process I was talking about last night. If you think I'm lying, go back and watch the Blast App episode. All this information was given last night from a dumb smart nigga. What we doing here? Yeah, nigga. Yeah, you ain't up here, sir. You just mad that you can't paint one. It's okay. Will you stay in the chat? Yeah. Appreciate you, man. Let me celebrate my dude, Fat Turtle, man. He came through. He say, nigga, super sticker, $20. Yeah, appreciate you, dog. Yeah, because this nigga up here lying. We ain't going to be taking no lies. Not today.
They getting old, I'm trying to go up with ya. Oh, that's your best friend, I'm trying to fuck her with ya. First met the bitches, said they're real sisters. I don't give a...
Appreciate you, my good brother. At least you came here with a good spirit. This nigga over here trying to spread narratives. We ain't going to let him do it. Not today. You know what I'm saying? When they say the devil came in, I kicked him out and I took the side of God. What we doing here? Yeah, man, get that up out of here. And let's see if this is going to stay true to the process.
And apart from helping the preservation, it also helps to make sure that the jerky is as tender as possible. It is also during this stage that particularly fatty cuts of beef are put into a centrifuge to draw out any blood or any other fluids that may have been left inside the tissue. And once the beef is free of any major moisture or fat deposits, we move on to the next step, the cutting. Now, once the meat has been freed from any connective tissues or fats, all that's left is to cut into the deep desired form. This may be done with a deli slicer by hand, or more commonly with the help of a dedicated beef slicer.
And that's exactly what that big company uses. Now, I can go find this same video from the company that they put up on there, which is two different things. This nigga's just speaking bullshit. He's talking about two different processes. One was done with manual hands, and one is done with a process of a machine. The one that you're seeing right now, again, it's the same thing we seen earlier on the first video that I showed, nigga. That was an automatic machine that slices that shit up. Then they had that old nigga over there cutting it with a motherfucker for late night. Stop the bullshit. We on top of it today. No narratives being spreaded. Yeah, nigga, you seen it. Ain't nowhere in the world them niggas that company is going through and slicing that motherfucker up by hand, sir. Stop it. He just showed you what these niggas do, sir. He was talking about the old way of doing it. W.
These paper shredder-like machines consist of a roller with extremely sharp and lubricated blades.
Another goddamn W. Didn't I tell you that? Didn't I tell you this? I told you this. Same way they do bacon, baby. Yeah, they cut that shit in that motherfucking pneumatic roller, nigga. It slices it up in small pieces. The scripts. Then they throw it through another machine that chops it down in little bitty pieces. Got a guest coming up to the panel. Let me welcome him up the right way.
OGDoDirty, let me hear.
That's a hope. How you doing, good sir? How you doing, Tent Man?
Hey man, how's it going?
Sitting up
I've been watching for a few minutes.
Up here dispelling these lies that nigga Tom was up here telling us, trying to tell us, nigga, that this motherfucking jerky. I told him they gonna put you on the toilet. You don't want to listen to me. You eat jerky, you go to the toilet, nigga. That shit gonna make.
Oh, I love beef jerky.
Yeah,
I love it.
You're another toilet nigga. You're gonna be sitting on that toilet. You're gonna be shitting that shit out, brother. That shit is not good for you, brother. Leave that jerky
No,
alone.
I never had any problems like that with that.
Yeah, man, you gotta leave that jerky alone, man. You see that process of the niggas adding all them enzymes into it for stabilization, big word, to make that shit last. Yeah, bro, that ain't good for you, brother.
I don't need it that much.
Oh, so you
I
only
don't need
take
it like every day or nothing. Maybe once or twice a year it'll be on sale at Costco, and I'll grab a package or two.
Well, let me,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey, I know what you're saying. Well, do me a favor next time you in there and they buy as much as you can of that shit, and then throw all that shit in the trash when you get up out of there, because that shit is garbage. Nobody eat no damn beef jerky.
Listen, we're gonna eat. You're gonna eat the bugs. You're gonna own nothing, and you're gonna be happy. So it's the way she goes.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, you're still gonna end up on that toilet.
Fixed end to hold the beef in place, and once the beef passes through the slice.
Look at that, passes through a slicer. Now, they literally just showed this nigga over here cutting meat like this is what they do to make beef jerky, nigga. Not on a bigger scale. Only when you making beef jerky like old boy made at the house, homemade jerky, that you would be in there slicing that shit up. Or you a small
there's a
mom and pop's mom and pop's company, you would be in there slicing, because you wouldn't have the money to go buy this $20,000 to $50,000 machine to slice your motherfucking meat up. What we doing here?
You know that there's like a 75 to 90% chance that the video that you're watching right now is not a video that a person made. It's one of those videos that people, because that sounds like an AI voice, and a large majority of the new videos, maybe not a majority, but a tremendous amount of videos on YouTube now that are like this, where it's a compilation, is just made by AI, and it's not supposed to be real. Okay, all right.
Oh, I know. Yeah, only reason why I say that is because I'm seeing several different things, the 3 different processes of how to make jerky, right? And they're trying to combine them all in one. When I already showed the process of how they make beef jerky in industrial plants, but you can't. I'm always wrong.
If you pull up Wikipedia right now, probably almost everything that's being said in this video comes from Wikipedia.
That's a whole fact. And like I said, that's why I wanted to give the correct information on the first video that I played, because I already know this information that we was going to get was going to try to spin a narrative, and we don't believe it.
I don't believe anything on the internet anymore.
That's what I'm talking about. W. Hey, hey, Spoon, you heard that? You heard what? Yeah, dig it. Yeah, you heard it, Spoon.
Cut into perfectly thin slices. It is also important to note that the width and length of a piece of jerky are not as important as the thickness. As a result, it is ensured that all the pieces are a set thickness, which before cutting usually reaches around 5 millimeters of meat. And once it is made sure that all the cut slices are of the same thickness, we can move on to the next.
Now let me tell you, this how you know this some bullshit, because ain't nowhere in the world you'll be able to cut anything like that and then bring it inside a facility to get it cooked or done anything to make it into beef jerky. This is homemade shit. Several videos put together to spin a narrative. We ain't doing it today. I'm gonna get this video. If this nigga do 2 more lies, I'm gonna have to cut it off, because nigga, I didn't give you the correct information how the shit is done. Like, I ain't gonna keep on taking these lies, and you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna be able to do this now. This is Demon Time Sunday now. We coming with the truth. You know what I'm saying?
AI lies.
This ain't the truth. Your AI is a liar, and we ain't gonna be able to do that today. You know what I mean? I knew it was some bullshit. That's why I kicked this video up out of the chat like 3-4 times, because I knew it was some bullshit. But I'm gonna give it a chance. But if I hear 2 more lies, I'm cutting this shit off and I'm going to the next one.
Next and probably most important step, the marination and flavoring. This is the stage that turns jerky from a simple preserved and dry meat into something that you would actually want to snack on. And
look at that. Let me go back and show you that real quick. One time for the one time. I gotta show you this shit on this grill.
From a simple preserved and dry meat into something that you would
look at this. Look at the fuck is this? Look at this shit. See what I'm saying?
I don't know what type is that on the barbecue,
bro. And then again, we got one more, and I'm cutting this bullshit off. I'm telling you, because I'm seeing
real beef jerky that's made like properly can last for years.
Exactly.
And all you need is salt and like a couple other spices. Like I don't know, it's like 3 or 4 different spices, and you don't need any of that stuff.
Yep, and you just hang it, sir. You got to have it in a humidified room. That's it. But again, I know all the processes to making beef jerky. I explained this last night. Again, you know, I'm the slow dumb nigga, so you know everybody don't want to believe me, but everybody who's smart had to take these narratives and run with them. Like this, what we seeing on the screen right now, beef jerky. Ain't no way in hell this is beef jerky, nigga. This is fucking overcooked meat. Look at it, nigga.
Yes, it's black.
But again, I got one more. We got one more. And we ain't even made it through half the video yet with misinformation from how it's made. This is crazy. Now, I can't tolerate this today. We can't do this. One more now. I'm giving you one more.
Actually want to snack on. And every company has its own method of accomplishing it. That being said, whatever that combine of the marinade may be, the fresh and raw slices of the meat are added to a rotating drum, along with the appropriate amount of...
Did this nigga say fresh and raw slices?
Yes.
Get the shit up out of here. I'm not even about to do that. I'm not that slow, bro. I am not that slow.
How fresh? How fresh is that? Did they just slaughter the cow?
We not about to do this today. Like I say, my brain is moving on 10,000. You know what I'm talking about? And I got God. I'm getting my blessings today. This right here is not a blessing. We getting this up out of here. Tom, that information that you gave us was wrong, my good sir. Fresh and raw, sir. Okay, get. Look at this nigga Con Shiner trying to take up for the nigga video. Nigga, you sound crazy. And rat meat will never be that goddamn long, nigga, unless it's a carabera. That's it. That's the only thing that's kin to the rat that will be anything that size. See what I'm saying? Now, this is what I'm saying. You got to be smarter than that. What we doing here? Know your meats, nigga, before you do anything with them. Learn how to survive. Know what your meats are. You know, goddamn W, bro. You know what you got. You got a hell no, because there was misinformation that you gave us. What we're doing here. Now, I just showed you the process. Now, let's get to these other videos, because obviously that video that we just got through watching was wrong. And it was so wrong that it got took off the goddamn screen. That's crazy. Take that shit up out of here. Get that bullshit up out of here. So we already went over the beef jerky with the humidifier. You know what? Fuck it. Let's get to this real quick. We got to get to this bullshit ass jerky that they made over here out of this canned meat. This bullshit that make people stop growing and shit.
I just burst out laughing. You say canned meat.
Yeah, they got
like spam or something.
Yes. So exactly what it is. I'm about to pull it up for you too. I'm glad you said it. Look at this sorry ass shit. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this bullshit here. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, boy. This don't make no goddamn sense. Hey, somebody do me a favor, man. Show. Let's figure this stuff out together because matter of fact, we ain't even gonna have to figure out together. I'm gonna let you see this shit for the first. I'm gonna run it all the way through, and then we're gonna talk about it afterwards. Let's go.
Did you know you can make jerky out of Spam?
Now, I love Spam, and I firmly believe that people who say they don't like it are the same people who think they're too cool to admit Nickelback is good. And this Spam jerky is even better. I seasoned with brown sugar, garlic pepper, and paprika, but do whatever you want, although I highly recommend the brown sugar.
Pick your favorite way to do this. Smoke, bake, or dehydrate.
What? Wait a minute. Smoke, dehydrate, or bake. Boy, I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, this right here. And they wonder why the three main parts of their body is always filling on them because they eating this bullshit. You got your lungs, you know what I'm saying? Your blood and everything circulates through that to make them motherfuckers pump. You're eating this goddamn Spam meat, nigga. That's what happens. It's clogging your shit the fuck up. Your kidneys, you can't bypass nothing through your motherfucking body. And all them juices that's coming off that is hitting your
I eat a lot of apples.
Eat Spam alone.
A lot of apples.
It's bad Spam. It's not your friend, fam.
I want to tell you something that you may not know. So, when I was young, 20-something years ago, I worked with a doctor. We had like a computer business. And he was a pathologist. He was retired though. And so he did autopsies. So like you would think he knows about science, right? And he said protein is protein and that it would not cause any type of negative effects if you fed chickens, pigs, cows, wouldn't harm anything. And that it was perfectly okay for people to eat people and even eat feces, human feces. And that's when I learned, as the 20, half of my life ago, I learned what I saw a meme of today on YouTube, which is just because you have a degree doesn't mean you're smart. I know a lot of people with PhDs that are complete imbeciles. These people fell into a credentialism type belief system. I know this is kind of not what we're talking about, but it is. The people will see this and just go, oh, that's a good idea. But if you ever watch TikTok, there's this black lady and she comments on like cooking videos and she's like, ooh, it can't go down easy if it ain't cheesy. You ever see that lady?
Yeah, I've seen her.
Yeah. And the things that people do. She's like, oh, did you just throw that chicken into that dirty sink?
Yeah, I seen
95% of human beings are imbeciles.
I can agree with that. And these niggas love Spam. Now we cooking ass. That's a whole fact. Appreciate
I haven't eaten that in 30
I don't
years.
Eat ass, so I couldn't tell you. So I don't eat Spam. That's only for people who do that type of stuff. I don't do that.
No, I eat ass, but I still won't eat Spam.
Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy. That boy said he'd rather eat ass than eat Spam. That's a real nigga right there, man. That's what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? You see, don't make no sense. But let's continue. You heard. You see it on the screen. You see the three processes right there: smoke, bake, and dehydrated. Really? Okay. Well, you eat your Spam. Have you eat your Spam, and you end up on the toilet. Have you end up on the toilet for however long you need to be there. Make sure you take your magazine or something with you because you're gonna be in there for a minute. And that shit is made from all type of pieces of meat and body parts. So you don't even know if it's rat. You don't know if it's bird, pigeon. You don't know if it got pieces of insects in it or anything. It just put all together. It's a filler. So yeah, you keep on eating that shit, and you wonder why you can't walk and you can't breathe no more. You keep on eating that.
Well, I'll tell you this. My husband and I eat out fairly regularly. Anytime we go into the city, we'll eat out, but we mostly eat at home. We went to McDonald's the other day, and the burgers aren't the same anymore, right? Because we eat at all different places, right? So when we go to a place and it's changed, we recognize it because we go, we've gone there thousands of times. And I'm telling you, they changed those burgers. They don't even have meat in them anymore. They're lying. They came out with that On Believe burger or whatever it was that was a vegetarian burger, right?
Oh yeah.
And I probably haven't eaten at McDonald's in a year or more, right? And they made them all the vegetarian burgers. There's 0 animal fat in that burger. I know the difference of a taste of animal fat, and that's it. There is literally 0 animal fat in that burger patty.
Yeah, that makes sense, brother. Don't nobody know what McDonald's meat is made out of. And Con Sherman said McDonald's was never meat. That's an old fact, sir. It was an off product that they made where they was trying to create spam. That's what the fuck it was. So we're gonna continue this video.
Yep. When they're done, you'll have delicious, affordable Spam jerky. It's so good, I wish I could buy it like this.
When niggas start making and selling them, send everybody on the toilet with that nasty ass shit and give people digestive problems, their skin and shit falling off and shit, and wonder why they hair on their left side of their face ain't there no more because they eating spam, sir. All this stuff is bad for you. Stop eating this shit. But you know what? This is Tom's food. Uncle Tom loved this type of spam.
Bro, I am enjoying your show. You are on one today, and I love it. Yes, I've been laughing this entire time.
I mean, that was the whole point of it, trying to get to the. We ain't even done yet. Now we're gonna go to the other jerky that they so-called is the new wave of jerky that people don't want to believe in because Tom don't want to believe in the processes of how beef jerky is made. He want to go to this dehydrated and this can of spam that this nigga cooked in a small easy bake oven with no seasoning. Get the fuck out of here. Let's go to what they trying to sell us now in real life. Talking about Beyond Meat jerky, nigga, get the hell out of here.
Have brown sugar in it. That's important.
Yeah. Some, yeah, a little bit. But the nigga didn't put nothing on it. He had sugar and a little bit of salt and some. Get the hell out of here, nigga. I don't know what we doing here, man. If you go look at any company, nigga, and the biggest company inside of the jerky world right now, nigga, is the ones that do the meats that most people don't get a hold to. It's the meats that's really like camel meat, alpaca, that traditional meat that they use. That's the ones that's the most famous that people ship every goddamn word. And how I know this because the rich and famous order that shit all the goddamn time. Point example, you can see on several episodes of Swamp People, Duck Dynasty, all these people who are supposed to have these super large amount of money. Christy, them, all the motherfuckers, guess what they order? Bill Jack, nigga. Stop playing with me. Now let's get on this Beyond Meat, on this fake ass jerky. See, this is why everybody's stomachs and shit is fucked up and their brains is
That's it. That's the stuff that McDonald's did. Beyond Meat. Yeah.
Yes, that's why people's brains and shit ain't functioning right because they're eating this off-brand meat. You know what I'm talking about? They're not getting enough real protein because they're eating this fake shit. All this fake stuff ain't nothing but chemicals and fillers. But it's okay.
I had an argument on Flows a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
He hasn't been going live lately. But anyway, I tried to tell these people this, and they argued with it, and then some people agreed, but there was never a resolution. But because people were saying, "Oh, about vegetarian and vegan," and I'm like, in order for, because I used to date a vegan, right, and or vegetarian or whatever, and I'm like, in order for you to have a properly resourced brain for minerals and vitamins and body and fatty acids, B12, all these things, you want to have all the nutrients, you're going to have to take supplements and eat a very specific diet. You can't get the things from some rice and beans, the same omega-3s, all that stuff. You can't get that unless you have supplements and stuff. And some of the people were like, no, that's not true. And I'm like, all right, man, do whatever you want. I can't have this conversation with you.
That's because they realize that they look at the package, and the package said that it has everything that they can get out of it. But what they don't realize is all of that stuff that they say that they got in there is nothing but supplements that has N9, K12, 29Z,
yep.
64, a C473. These ain't nothing but motherfucking shit that they put in there that's plant-based stuff, and they just mix that shit in there, and then they add artificial coloring, flavors, and all type of stuff. It is a chemical that they use that's clear, sir. The only thing you got to do is just put it in a goddamn machine, hit a button, and then basically it puts the little. It's basically what they did was, and y'all might think I'm bullshitting with this, but it's the God honest truth. They took a paint mixer, how they make paint, and how they industrialized the way of big companies making the same paint over and over and over and over again. It's the same way they did it. They started on a sheet of paper, and they started mixing certain amounts together. Once they figured that out, they implemented it into a computer. The computer squirts the shit out at certain increments, and then they make the product of what they use to stabilize most of the stuff and give you whatever flavor they want to put in your shit. If they want your beef jerky to taste like strawberries, sir, it's a certain formula that they put in, and then next thing you know, they mix it together. They have a big batch of it. They add it to whatever they're going to add to it. And guess what it tastes like? Strawberries. But you don't want to listen to me. I'm just giving you game. Go look at this type of stuff. This stuff can be found. This is the type of stuff that they can't hide from people, but they hide it from y'all through products like this. Goddamn W, Spoon.
Jerky, did you know this?
How does one go beyond meat?
Okay, we're getting a normal jerky too. Look at the price difference. That's crazy. We have the jerky. Oh, poop. It literally smells like dog food. Normal jerky first. Ooh. That's not jerky. That's not. Try it. Fried grass. Here's jerky, Mom.
It tastes good.
Is it good?
What is it?
It's Beyond Jerky. What's your opinion on Beyond Jerky?
Disgusting. It's not right. It's an abomination.
What do you think, Miriam?
7.5.
7.5. That's not bad. They have to.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't industrialize the fake making of Beyond Meat and trying to make it and try to make people believe that it's real meat. We know the texture and the feel of when you eat dry or jerky meat. Is nasty, but some people love it, like Thomas and 10th Man. Something wrong with them, but they love that type of shit. They love that dry. They don't have no juice to it or nothing. It's just sitting here, man. You got to chew it like tobacco and shit. Nobody got time for that type of stuff. That's bad for you. I'm saying, stay away from it, people.
I like meat in my mouth. What can I say?
Oh, Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus. We going now. All right, so obviously, since everybody didn't been here for a good hour and 15 minutes, I think I done enough for getting enough W's. I probably got 37 W's today on Spoon on this goddamn jerky. Now, even though he did put us some misinformation in the back, well, the information that he put in the back was real. It's the video was fake because they was putting too much stuff in there, talking about too many things. They didn't have to do nothing with it. How you doing, to the bug? She said, "Happy Father Days, jerky boys." That's a whole fact. Yeah, but that's the jerky boys is 10th Man and Uncle Tom. I don't mess with jerky. I throw that shit in the garbage. If it's garbage, throw it in the garbage. I don't mess with it. I want to live, so I don't eat jerky. But we're gonna go ahead and get to the main thing that we supposed to be here for. It's the Glorilla talk. Now, everybody been sitting here talking about baby girl Glorilla. I don't know why they hating on them. I really don't understand why they hating on Glo. But you know, she did some amazing things at the BET Awards. She did a performance and she got an award for inspirational artist, gospel artist or something like that, or inspirational award. Yeah, they hating on her. We got again. This is all, matter of fact, this show is brought to you today by Uncle Tom, aka Little Spoon, because I really wasn't gonna do one, but once he said what he said last night on the Blast app, I was like, wait a minute, we got to get up in the morning and go over this. And he didn't say nothing about this, about the Glorilla, but he did bring up the beef jerky part. And since we was on that thing and I had to get W's, I guess I had to add one of his other people. Now we got Pink Book. Now we all know we rock with Pink Book. We go over there and watch her videos. We just subscribe to Pink Book. The DoDirty Nation has sent money to Pink Book, so we fuck with the Pink Book. And even though she talked bad on baby TT, now this is the second time I've seen her do this. And I said, you know what? It is Sunday. It is demon time. So guess what she gonna get today? She about to get that goddamn work. That's what we about to do. We about to give her the business. She up here talking shit on Glow, and we're gonna have to put some straightening on this. Now, some of this was some factual stuff that she said. Now I give it to her, but there's gonna be some stuff we're gonna have to dispel because we like to spread narratives and move obstacles around here. No obstacles in my way is what I'm telling you. We're gonna move all this out the way. We can't let nobody put no smut on the Glow. You know what I'm talking about? Baby TT number 2. We can't let her do that to her. We support Glow over here. You know what I'm talking about? So we're gonna make sure we get this done the right way. Let me bring up Pink Book Lessons. If you ain't went over there and subscribed to Pink Book Lessons, go over there and give Pink Book Lessons a shout out. You know what I'm saying? Let her know, you know what I'm saying? We do watch her videos over here. We do subscribe to her page, and we do support, you know what I'm talking about. And she want to know, how do you support? You tell her, because I'm gonna send her a little CashApp today, you know what I'm saying, for trying to look out for, you know what I'm saying, playing this good here video that she spent the narrative and put some lies into. But we're gonna send her something, just to show our appreciation. When you do go over there and you do see Pink Book Lessons, you tell her that
OGDoDirty, let me hear.
It's a whole fact. You tell her OGDoDirty led you there. And you was talking smut on Glorilla, and we had to stop it. He said he couldn't do it today. You know what I'm saying? When they say, but they say Jesus got the knob, but guess what, Pink Book? Satan got the car keys. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, what I'm talking about. So you're gonna ride with me today. So I'm just letting you know, we're gonna have a little fun with this. It's gonna be some stuff going on. And I'm gonna go ahead and ask the question before I get ready to start this video. Do you know anything about this 10 minute?
Nope. Nope.
So this is all idea. Gonna be new to you?
Yes.
All right. So we have several people that's doing these videos over the interweb. If you are on Discord and stuff like that, hey, grab the link, drop it in people's Discords, tell them to come over here and join the show, stuff like that. If you're over there on Facebook, do the same thing. If you got a community post, make sure you drop it in your community post. Tell people to pull up to the Sundays Demon Time. Tell them we having a little fun over here. We're about to get into the Pink Book Lessons on Glorilla, which is the main topic for today. And her win in Glorilla winning the Inspirational Award. We're gonna go over that. Now they're gonna give a whole spill about it, and we're gonna give our commentary to what we think about what we see and what we hear. So again, and also, if you want to support the page, let me put that back up there real quick, because I think I did take it off. If you want to support the page, you can hit the Cash App money sign OGDoDirty. That cash comes straight to me. YouTube don't get a part of that. But if you want to support the page, and the only thing you do is super chats, I appreciate you. Make sure you send your twos and dues. You know what I'm saying? Your $5, you can save your 10s and your 20s. If you want to send them, hey, I'm cool with that. But hey, man, make sure you save a little money for your favorite content creator, because today is Father's Day. So if you want to come over and spend $2 with OGDoDirty, I'm cool with that. And then go over and spend 20 to 100 with your favorite content creator. Hey, let's make sure we give everybody what they need on Father's Day and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, if you're here, support the channel, man. Twos and dudes, $5. You ain't got to come over and be expensive. You know what I'm saying? Salute out to Fat Turtle coming through, dropping the 20 earlier. He said, man, for the super sticker, he's showing some love, showing us that he's watching. He's in here with us. So, you know what I'm saying? Y'all say what's up to LA Wilkes. When you get a chance, make sure you put them in there, or drop the turtles in the goddamn chat. You know what I'm saying? Show that man some support. If you ever see Fat Turtle do drop some money, just drop turtles in the chat. If you see Spoon drop some money, put the Spoon in the chat. You know, we all have, you know what I'm saying, type of, if you ever see Kai's Custom Designs drop money in the chat, man. You already know what to do, man. You put your hearts up there, man. You put the K's up there. We're gonna celebrate our people. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully I can come up with some logos and some things like that. I gotta find out how to do it. That way, you guys that want to be who are members, you'll be able to click on their name, and you know how they do it. Like we got over on the porch, you'll be able to put their face up there and spam it in the chat, so you let them know that you appreciate them. But we're gonna get to this damn video with Pink Book. How you doing, Kikara? And we're gonna get to this Pink Book now. Again, I rock with Pink Book, but I couldn't let her put smut on Glorilla name like that. You know what I'm talking about? We can't do Baby Glow like that now. We gotta get this together now. They know I rock with Lil Glow. You know what I'm talking about? She ain't did nothing wrong. So we're gonna let Pink Book spill her narrative, and I'm gonna tear her ass up because she fucking up right now. I don't like this.
3 years to get nominated 6 times, 8 times. It's a blessing to get the gospel award first because I owe it all to God. Shout out to BET too. I love BET too. Shout out to Kirk Franklin. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of scared to ask him for a feature on this song because y'all know how I be rapping. But I was like, oh my God, when he said yes, I was so excited. I had this song in the bar for so long. Shout out to Maverick City, Kiara Sherd. Don't mind my accent, don't laugh at me. Thank God, cause
now, this was the first thing I seen that was disrespectful. Now, why you do Lil Glow like that? You put Lil Glow as a baby and then repeat that shit. Why do you think they did that, 10th man?
So they just put a picture up of a black baby and said that's her as a baby?
It's a filter that you can do on your phone, sir, when you have these certain type of apps, and it just turn you into a baby. But basically, what they was trying to do, they was trying to smut baby girl name out and trying to say that she's slow or she talking ignorant or whatever else, and I don't like it. It's just the way that she talk. People don't hate on the way that she talk. The communication is still there. She gave thanks to the people she needed to give thanks to. You got to remember, she didn't ask for this award. Now, this is where the hate come in. Now, I don't know if people hating on her because of the way that she look or the way that she do her thing, the way that her swag is, baby. You know what I'm talking about? But they need to fix themselves. You know what I'm talking about? Don't do too much of this hating. See, this hating right here is coming off as you hood. You know what I'm talking about? But I don't want to say it out loud now. But they say is you show me the dollar and point to the places where you hurt at. But I don't know where she hurt at. But it seemed like she hurt so far down in her soul she had to do this. So let's continue. And again, this is the baby form. You just seen the regular video. This is the baby form. BET Award 2025.
this is the gospel award, huh? This is my first BET Awards, even though I've been here 3 years to get nominated 6 times, 8 times. It's a blessing to get the gospel award first because I owe it all to God. Shout out to BET too. I love BET too.
This my first BET Awards, even though I've been here 3 years and got nominated 6 times, and they gave me the gospel category. Why y'all put me in the gospel category? I mean,
baby girl, you out here hating too. I can't even believe you did this right here. This was crazy, but it was a good little meme. But I got to get on you too. Your stomach hanging over your collar. You couldn't even cover that up. You know what I'm saying? At least do like Glow do and go work out or something. You know what I'm saying? Do you some sit-ups. You know what I'm talking about, baby? You know what I'm saying? Move around, get a little running. Don't hate on her though. You know what I'm talking about? You could at least make yourself look presentable. You wrapped yourself over with, I don't know what the fuck that was, but she got. Do you know what that is that she used to wrap herself with? 10th man.
Sorry, what's the question?
Do you know what that black wrapping is on her, whatever she's wearing over this dress, sir? Do it look like a cloth? Do it look like tape? What do it look like to you, my good sir? What do you think that is that she's portraying? She's trying to be like the video that we've seen in the outfit that she was just wearing. Something she probably
is a sash. It's a sash that she grabbed from a leather jacket that you use to tie your leather jacket, and she wrapped it around her arms.
Yeah, she looked crazy as shit. You know what I'm saying? Fix your wig.
It's a blessing to be in the gospel category and win gospel because God is great. And you know, I just want to thank Maverick City and Kiara Shri out. Don't be mad at me because of my accent. I'm trying to get it. Kiara Shariah. And I want to thank Kurt. You know, I was a little nervous about asking Kurt because y'all know how I be rapping. You know how we rapping. I didn't think I was gonna do it, but you know, we all fall short of this glory. So yeah, I want to thank you. New song coming out, Deacons in my DM. Make sure y'all cop that. Alright, thank you, BT. I love you too, BT.
Now that Deacon's in my DM, it was kind of funny. She kind of got down on him right there. That was a nice little hitter. She hit it with a jab. That was nice, but the rest of it was trash. Get the hell out of here.
So BET had their 25th BET Awards, making a quarter century of this award show, and yes, it's been trashed for at least the last 10 years. Hey, the ratings show it. At the height of the night, they only managed to pull in 1.2 million views on BET. To put that in perspective, over 2.1 million people were watching Jeopardy at the same time. So yeah, more people were interested in Jeopardy than the BET Awards.
See, now we gotta stop. We gotta stop with this bullshit right here. We gotta stop with this bullshit right here. Pink Book, I can't believe you try to throw that in there, try to make it seem like that was something important, baby. That wasn't even that important. What channel is Jeopardy on? I don't even watch people. Let's just keep it real. What channel
is Jeopardy on?
Yeah, how about we do a research?
See, I think
you know what? This is to the chat. Somebody find out what channel does Jeopardy come on and put it in the chat.
Oh, it's NBC. Yeah, positive it's NBC.
So we got NBC.
I might be wrong, but I think it is.
We got two to bug say she put NBC with question mark on it. I guess she don't know. Let's look it up, people. Research department. Let's go. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all know how we do it. Now I got to engage with my chat. So we're going to see how many people. We got 9 people in here. Matter of fact, it might not even be 9. It probably be 7. Yeah, we got 7 people in here, right? So what channel, again, I'm going to say it to the microphone so people can hear me. What channel does Jeopardy come on?
Yeah, I just Googled it. It's NBC. Yeah.
So we're taking the ratings over a public channel to a cable channel and comparing numbers as if it matters. Because most people don't have what? Cable.
Nobody has cable anymore.
Cable. So this is and we got Conshonery said it comes on ABC 2, CBS as well, right? So now we got 3 networks.
Okay, but if you're subscribed to BET and you view it through the internet, is that counted in these views that they're quoting? I bet you don't.
I don't even know. That's a good question. That's something that we have to throw another to the research department. You know what I'm saying? With them type of questions, just ask, throw it to the research department. Somebody please find out if the ratings for online watching adds to or combines with the views of those that watch it on the cable network, because I'm pretty sure I'm with 10th Man. I'm pretty sure they are two different viewings. I don't think they combine them all together. But if they do, can we find somebody who is in the research department? Please find that out if you don't mind. And again, we have 3 different things. We have NBC, we have ABC, and CBS. Now we're gonna go by what my chat say and my chat research, because that's what the chat put in there. You know how we do the chat research. They say it comes on 3 different networks compared to something that comes on a cable network. Now let's go through and break this all the way down. Like I said, we're gonna get the smut out of here. We ain't gonna let nobody lie on glow like that. And BET, we can't do that. Now NBC is a public channel. You can watch that on regular TV. ABC, you can watch that on regular TV. And CBS, guess what you can do with that? Regular TV. So those views are always going to be different from those on the cable channel. And most people don't even have cable nowadays, people. I just keep it real. Most people go to Netflix, Tubi, and all the rest of this stuff, or they go online and they try to watch the stuff. Most people didn't even get a chance to watch the BET Awards because they didn't have cable, and most people are not going to go sign up for a BET app when they already got other apps that they can go through, like Amazon, like a Netflix. It's another one, a Fibo, a Fubu, or a Fia, whatever the fuck that shit is. They got all that type of shit. You can watch all this shit on Hulu. And most of these companies, what they doing now, even if they cable channels, if y'all haven't peeped the game out, what they do is they go to these companies, the Amazons, the FU or the FUBI, TI, where the fuck the Phoebe, all that other shit, and Peacock and all of them. They go to them And these niggas pay them to play their cable network on their platform. What are we doing here?
And also, because I unfortunately know a little bit about this, what are there? The viewers, are they the key demographic? Because pretty good chance that 70% of those people that were watching Jeopardy were not in the key demographic, 18 to 30 or whatever it is, where for advertising and stuff like that, and that they were probably actually in the 60 to 80-year-old range all watching Jeopardy. So key demo is really all that matters when it comes to advertising and viewership in all reality. So nonsense.
So we already got one thing that Pink Book is wrong about. We're gonna keep on breaking this all the way down. Now, like I said, she got some stuff in her that she about to say that's gonna come up, because I watched a little bit of this because I wanted to play it. That's the reason why I watched it. She gonna say some stuff in here that was kind of right, but this right here, you're wrong. You ain't gonna make it spreading these type of stuff right here. You can't compare BET to an NBC, ABC, or CBS, baby. It don't work like that. But you know what I'm saying? You keep on trying. You know what I'm saying? But we like what you're doing. Nice video. And make sure you already know I'm gonna send you a little something for, you know what I'm saying, for me playing your stuff. And I'm gonna support the channel. Even though it seems like you're hating on Glow. You know, I know you be hating on Baby TT. So we definitely gonna get it in. Let's continue.
We're talking about a show that pulled 7.9 million views back in 2014 and 6.
And why is that, Pink Book? I think that's the point that me and 10th Man is up here saying. Back in them days, what was more prevalent, cable TV, or was it streaming, or was it public? Get sticky, don't it? Look at them. See, you just got to ask the right questions when it comes to these type of videos, you know what I'm saying? But again, you know what I'm saying, let her keep on spinning the narrative. We like it, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to break that narrative in half. We got to break it like a stick, like a twig. Kick it. You got to get it out of there.
If I could interject just real quick.
Go ahead.
So, do you know who Tim Dillon is? He's a comedian.
Who?
Tim Dillon.
No, sir.
He's a fat, gay comedian.
No, sir.
All right. So, he brought up something the other day that a lot of people like would not know, and most of these people are paid to say what they're saying. Understand? Like you said, it's going to be really interesting over the next couple weeks, watching the people who come out and say, no, that list that they're compiling of all citizens in America with Pegasus, or what is it, Pegasus, whatever the AI is, that they're going to use the intel agents. We were supposed to be draining the swamp, I thought, but no, we're not draining the swamp. Instead, we're giving Palantir. And he said it's going to be really interesting to see the people who all of a sudden start going, you know, this list, it's not a bad idea because we have to protect ourselves. It's going to be real interesting seeing the people who, just like Cash Patel and Dan Bongino, all of a sudden, oh no, everything's good. Don't worry. That's the everything is all right alarm, OG. When the everything is all right alarm is going off, we know everything is fine. When the everything is all right alarm stops ringing, that's when you got to worry.
Okay. I don't even know what the hell you talking about. You said something about a dude that was and alone. How did you? Okay, yeah, I'm lost, bro.
All right, so what I'm trying to explain is the largest majority of influencers that make these videos, like her. I'm not saying she's part of the CIA. I'm saying she's probably paid by somebody who doesn't like BET.
Oh, okay. The entities, you know what I'm saying, pay people to make discouraging videos about them.
Yes.
Oh, okay, bro.
Everything is a lie now. Every 99% of what you hear from anybody is a lie.
Well, like I say, I get what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? I kind of agree with you on that, but that's why I said on this video, I watched a little bit of it. So she's going to say some factual stuff on here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's about to come up here in just a minute, but I'm just calling out the lies because this is what
that's how the devil does it. It's lies in with the truth.
You know what I'm saying? She's trying to do that to baby TT, and I can't let her do it to Glow. You know what I'm saying? I stopped it then, and we're gonna have to stop it now. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that to baby Glow like that now.
5 million back in 2015, just a decade ago. The only decent moments are performances from artists from yesteryear because they're from the last era with actual talent who are groomed and trained to give real performances. Everyone else, just complete trash. Then there's the awards. The way they hand them out, there's no reason why reputable people would even respect the award. Like, how in the world did Angel Reese win Sportswoman of the Year over actual...
Because she's the biggest thing out of everybody in that motherfucker. See, it's the problem I have with her. I'm gonna let her finish this, and I'm gonna have to say she can't do Angel Reese like that. We can't keep on doing this. But I know what she's talking about, and she's only talking about the career. She's not talking about the impact that these people are having. And I will explain.
Elite athletes who outperformed her this year. Angel Reese did not outperform Simone Biles, Coco Gauff, Clarissa Shields, or even Sha'Carri Richardson. And let's not even start on why Juju and Flaw J were nominated as college athletes next to these professional women. Make it make sense. And hey, let's say they wanted to prioritize the WNBA over tennis, boxing, and gymnastics. Even then, how does Angel Reese get picked over Asia Wilson? Angel Reese didn't outperform Asia? Period.
Go ahead, sir.
Is this the same lady that was like, was it part of the same video when they were making fun of her with the sash wrapped around her chest? Is that on the same video or no?
I have no idea. I just
a separate video. Sorry, never mind. Go ahead. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and talk to that point since I already got it stopped. It seemed like again, she's taking in the wrong type of factors, right? We're talking about the presence of what is prevalent nowadays, which is social media. What have you seen that was social media gain from any one of these women, right? The other women they was talking about besides Angel Reese. Just the problem I have with when she's speaking, like she's saying something that's factual. These people are in their field, they are top. You know what I'm saying? When you talk about Simone Biles, yes, Simone Biles is now considered a GOAT. Of the gymnastics world, but she's been cold for years. Yeah, she got her status and stuff like that, but then you got to think about the stuff she didn't been through this whole year. Most of the stuff she went through was negative, dealing with those sorry ass nigga that she was with and all the rest of that stuff. Not good positivity that came out of that. Same thing with Clarissa Shields. Let's get to Clarissa. I fuck with Clarissa, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody know, you know what I'm saying? Clarissa, you know what I'm saying? I choose her over Remy and so forth. But again, when it comes to publicity and stuff like that, she's just now on the back end of it in 2025, popping and getting hot. Like she just now getting there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Give her maybe 8 more months. Papoose will take over and it'll be what it is. She'll probably kill Angel Reese in the ratings and type stuff, but they can't touch Angel Reese. Let's get over to Sha'Carri Richards. The girl been going through it. She only had one big break. It's when she won the goddamn. She didn't win her own event. What she won was a team event, right? And that was with her doing her relay. So most of these chicks, you know what I'm saying, they had some good stuff going on between her, but then she had problems again too going into that when they was trying to figure out what she going to be at the opening because of the little drug problem that they so-called they had when they were hating on her. And I believe at that time too, Pink Book, you made a video about that. So again, that type of stuff is what it is. We had no problem with it, but we rock with it. You know what I'm talking about? But what we know for sure is a person that's everywhere doing all type of things, taking all type of heat, and at the same time staying positive, ain't saying nothing crazy, ain't heard nothing too much because you ain't put it on this video. So That got to be Angel Reese. She's at every goddamn main event. Everybody wants her to beat her. And yes, she could be the face of, and yes, she can be the face of the NBA because the NBA don't want to put the WNBA don't want to put Caitlin Clark at the top because of the, I guess, the pizzazz that she has. She don't have enough of it, you know what I'm saying, to move the world into the WNBA. Now they love seeing her play, but what have you heard about her on the outside of the game that goes with any other body else? When you think of every other person that they comparing her to, what have you heard of outside of the game? Give me a second.
I think you're the only person in the entire world that cares about the WNBA, but okay.
Well,
you watch the games?
No, what happened was we was doing a stream one day and I had to go find out information like why they was hating on Caitlin Clark so much, right? I didn't know why they was, and I found out how good she was. Like she's really, really cold, right? And then I looked at how good Angel Reese was, right? And I was like, okay, she's up there, you know what I'm saying? Like for her position to be a person down in the hole, she plays very, very good. But then you have somebody like Caitlin Clark who is a guard. She facilitates the ball movement. She runs the team. She's the captain. She's the leader, and she does a great job at it. So I can see why they would want to make her the face of the WNBA. But then I started looking at other factors. The same thing they did with the Michael Jordan and Kobe and all the rest of them. You look at what they do outside of that, and what I see is she's blamed and playing. She don't have nothing really, I mean, besides the charity events, which you already know everybody do because they're part of an organization. They're part of an organization. You know they do that. But besides that, only thing that you got to look at is like, what is their social print, like social media print? Are they being here at these type of events? Are they pushing the envelope? Are they doing certain things to put them in the light to where they get opportunities to do it? That's all Angel Reese. I don't see Caitlin Clark doing that, right? I see Angel Reese at all these goddamn events. I see them talking about Angel Reese hating on Caitlin Clark and all this other stuff. So her name is getting pushed the most, right? Which is Angel Reese, not Caitlin Clark. So that's why I said, it's a reason why they probably gave her that. But again, this is the BET Awards. They give awards who they want to give to. It's just like any other award ceremony. They choose who they want to have these awards to. It ain't like they had a what you call it, a vote to where, you know what I'm saying, everybody get to choose who like regular people and shit like they used to do on American Idol and all that shit, you call in, but even that stuff right there fake too. But anyway, they didn't have a voting system, and then like they chose this. This is their show. They get to do what they want to do. So again, it's just a lot of hate going in there. You know what I'm saying?
You mean like how Beyonce won her awards there for that country album? Has she bought them?
I mean, I guess you could say that. I wouldn't know nothing about it. I didn't even know nothing about it until they said that she won, and I was like, I didn't even know she did country music. So it is what it is.
That country album was offensive to me.
Oh, okay. Well, like I said, I don't really care about that. I was more worried about it if, you know what I'm saying. Technically, I'm gonna say yes. They are doing the same thing they did for her. They did for Angel Reese. Same thing. It's their show. If it's the CMT, what is it? CTM or CMT? What the fuck we call it? Country Music Award?
CMT. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If it's that and they chose to do that, guess what? They pushing that narrative. They ain't got nothing to do with her. I mean, they chose her, bro. They gave her that. So even if she paid the money or whatever she did for them or whatever the situation was, it's still the program doing this shit. So again, you can't blame it on the person and say that the person did this and what they not deserving of and all this other shit. The motherfucking people did it. BET did this, Pink Book. She didn't go in there and tell them motherfuckers, you know what, I'll pay y'all $12 million and y'all motherfuckers gonna give me this award. That's stupid. Like, that don't make sense. It's a machine behind this stuff.
Period. That's the kind of disrespect I'm talking about. If it had to go to a basketball player, it should have been Asia Wilson. But truthfully,
Asia Wilson need to get out there more and start doing stuff. She's a laid back type of person. She's the person who they'd be like, are you going to be the face of the WNBA? She don't want to be the face of the WNBA. She's cool with making her little money that she make, being as good as she is. She's trying to end with numbers. She want to leave the best that there is out there on the WNBA. So the other players, she want to be more like of a LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Have longevity and stuff like that. So that's different when it comes to somebody who is like they asked Anthony Edwards, do you want to be the face of the NBA? That nigga said no. I don't want to be the face of the NBA.
What usually happens to those people that are the face of things?
What you talking about? These organizations of like the football and the basketball, the soccers, and
I'm just saying, I've seen all too many times that the people who are the mascots of things end up getting destroyed. Lance Armstrong, you just said his name there. Died in the plane crash. He was the biggest basketball player.
Kobe.
Helicopter crash or whatever.
Yeah, but they are revered, bro, for what they. So when you talk about Lance Armstrong, only difference between I'm saying they are revered, but what I'm saying is the difference between Lance Armstrong and Kobe and the rest of these dudes is he was doing something nefarious.
No, they all were. They found out that a whole bunch of them were doing it.
Well, you're gonna have to explain that. So how would you compare that to somebody who has longevity in something in the sport, or better yet, is seen as a goat in the sport, but then haven't done what exactly Lance did?
No, I'm not saying anything negative about the people. I'm saying you're saying that the other person doesn't want to be the face of the WNBA. Yeah, because usually those people end up getting destroyed or taken care of when they stop following orders. I wouldn't want to be the face of anything either.
Okay, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I was thinking more of the people that I see the face of the NBA that was the faces of the NBA. They glorify still to this day. Even the same thing in football. Only time that shit fucks up with them idea is like you said, Lance Armstrong, Brett Favre. You know what I mean? You got to find people who done something, got convicted of something, or you know what I'm saying? What's that one nigga name with the fish that was on the Bassmasters thing? Kobe Locke, all them niggas. Like these dudes got caught doing something and cheating, right? Or doing something outside
was that the
of
guy
the
that
game.
was putting the fishing lures the weights inside the fish?
You know it.
That was
You see what I'm
great.
saying, nigga? And then they banned that nigga for life. Now he can't even go into another tournament or nothing like that. The only thing he can do is just fish for his family for the rest of his life because you want to be stupid and do stuff like that. Even back in the day, they had a dude that was so sophisticated with so sophisticated on winning, so fixated, not sophisticated, fixated on winning competitions on Bassmasters or competitions when they doing elite tours, fishing, elite tour fishing. What this nigga used to do is he used to have find a place to fish at that was somewhere ducked off where nobody else was. Have somebody come back there in a scuba suit, go down with a tank. They have a bucket full of fish, and this dude a cast in a certain area. And what this dude would do is he'll have somebody underneath the water in a scuba gear, put a fish on a hook, and then this dude will reel him in, big ass fish. Now you mean to tell me that that ain't cheating in the most high power?
Pulls out a shark.
Come on, bro. You do shit like this just to win. Hey, what's good with you, E-Dub? But yeah, man, this right here is sad, man. Like I'm seeing them hate on Angel Reese, man. This chick, man, let her do what she do, dog. If BET want to make her the chick or whatever of the year and whoop, fuck it, they made that decision. You act like nigga shit.
One time we had a competition at my work, and there was this elderly lady. She was kind of nice, and she was my partner, and then it came down to us because I won everything, and then I let her win. And I just found out she passed away just a couple months ago. And so it's kind of like what I said on a different show there a couple weeks ago about trolling, people who go around and troll, and the rush that you get from that, just like cheating to win, that's temporary. Like trolling and getting one over on somebody or prawn bombing them or whatever, like that's a temporary rush. You're always chasing the next hit. But doing good things for people, that lasts forever.
No, this nigga 10th man got a heart on Demon Sunday. What kind of shit is this, sir? We need you to throw that shit away today, sir. Just act like you don't even care about them folks today. Just be like, fuck them. And then after the show, when the show over, be like, okay, I care about them again. What we
See,
doing
if
here?
you show me kindness, I will show you kindness. But if I don't see kindness from you, then I will do everything in my power to destroy you.
Oh, okay. Can those that try to destroy, for those who try to destroy, can they be destroyed?
No, and not if you don't care if you win or lose.
See, that's where you get it twisted at. Those who try to destroy can always be destroyed, and they can't take it hard, and they can't take it to heart because it hurts them more than the person that they try to destroy. Because your plans got mistaken and got taken away from you. So now your destroying becomes nothing and you get destroyed. That's why I don't try to destroy people. You know what I'm saying?
I try not to anymore.
Okay.
It does take a tremendous amount of energy. I'll tell you that.
Okay, I'll just make a show. Let's get back to the
One
video.
time there was a guy
Simone
who, sorry, just real quick. One time there was a guy who I didn't want to be part of any of the nonsense between these people, and then I was on their show, and then they drugged me into it, and they're like, "Hey, why would you not say something to your friend that's doing this stuff or whatever?" And I'm like, "Man, I don't know about your guys' stuff." And then they said, "Well, if you think that what that person's saying is true, prove it." And then I did a show and proved it. And it didn't turn out very well for them. That's all I'm saying. Now I just don't care. I refuse to get involved.
Yeah, after this show right here, I won't be talking about beef jerky no more because there won't be no chance to talk about the time that got smoked and cooked and got jerkified today.
Oh yeah, you will.
That nigga there then got smoked. That nigga got dried and what old boy say baked. You know what I'm saying? So he out of that today. I don't know what we're doing here.
Clarissa, they would have made way more sense. Clarissa Shields, she made history last year. She became the first ever undisputed women's heavyweight champion. Not just that, she's also the undisputed champ at middleweight and light middleweight. First ever. That's dominance. Yeah, that's what you call real performance. She set records across boxing, period, male or female. And Simone Biles, she was on fire at the Paris Olympics. She too made history and is now officially considered the GOAT. Again, I'm talking about real performance, not about who had the best outfit, the best lace front white woman wig, or the best bleached out makeup. You had other contenders with actual athletic dominance. But that's not how they were judged, clearly. Same nonsense with the BET Gospel Award. They gave the Bobby Jones Gospel Award to Glorilla.
They're supposed to. Her name is Gloria Hallelujah, nigga. Stop hating.
Don't mind my accent. Don't laugh at me.
And they hate you because your accent, but I love it. So they just hating, baby. Don't let them get to you like that. We got some haters in the room, you know what I'm saying? And she one of them, you know what I'm talking about? We can't be letting them hate on you like that because they gave you the award because you blessed. What we doing here?
And Shan Lamore, and shout out to God, and shout out to my mama. My mama, big shout out to my mama, my dad, and my uncle Johnny, Tammy. Shout out to Memphis. Shout out to White Dog. I got my White Dog members over here.
This woman is known for making music that encourages young black women to pop their thought pockets on car headlights, getting
and baby, it's called a derriere or ass. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't no thought pockets. You know what I'm talking about? She ain't got no thought in that pocket. You know what I'm saying? If you look at that right there, y'all need to start doing more like Glow. Hit that gym, man. Get you some squats in. Get your squat game up. Get that little booty popping. You know what I'm talking about? Don't get you no BBL because they ain't what you got. Now, we don't need to be doing all the hating. A thought pocket is something that you enhanced and grabbed onto your body and adhered to it with glue. Or you got it stuck in there with a needle and filled in with all type of bullshit. That's not a thought pocket.
Concrete.
Yeah, that sulfurcrete. You know what I'm talking about? That concrete.
My goodness gracious. See, my husband watches so much YouTube. Like, YouTube is playing in the bedroom right now. My husband's watching, right? So I watch, but he watches like a lot of different stuff. A lot of these type of videos, right? Where it's like, oh my God, look at this person. I prefer someone else. And in the end, almost every time the people who are talking crap about these people are trying to distract from the horrible things that they're doing.
Well, she was just talking about
usually it's I'm just saying, usually the people who are pointing fingers are the ones who are the hypocrites.
Oh, that's the whole fact. Sound like somebody who go to church. Okay.
Themselves run over in the middle of the street by their fake friends and fire trucks after falling off the headlight at the red light. And this is who BET decides to honor as the gospel performance of the
That's the whole fact. Why we hate what we're doing here. She's blessed and highly favored.
year. Gospel, not hip hop. Gospel. First of all, it's
that crazy. What we doing here? What we doing here? Deuce up, A-Town down. Hey.
Does she have a good song? I mean, we can't play
every
it.
real gospel artist out there. BET
The songs ain't they all right. I mean, they ain't nothing I listen to, but I mean, like, I ain't gonna hate on Glow.
Yeah, but would old people listen to it? That's, you know, like people who like gospel. Will they listen to it?
Yeah, the ones that's in the church, bro. That's
great.
That's with the gang. Yeah, they gonna listen to it. If you in church and you gang and you coming there and you looking for you a boyfriend inside the church, I'm pretty sure you listen to that Glorilla and Kirk Franklin. Am I lying? Somebody tell me I'm tripping. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but it's what it sounds like to me. They got to get it together, man. Hey, man, remember, man, if you support the stream, support the page, man, we at the 2-hour mark. Make sure you hit that cash app. Make sure you hit that super chat. Do like Fat Turtle, show some love. You know what I'm saying? Also, if you want to join the panel, the link is pinned to the top. You should be able to click that link. It'll bring you right up here. I haven't put no polls or nothing up here. So obviously you see it. You just ain't got your glasses on, or you don't want to come up here and get on the conversation, which is cool with me. Stay down there in the chat and get your blessings. That's all I'm saying.
Now, please join the panel because it takes the pressure off of me.
Oh, I'm having fun up here, so that's why I ain't pointing nothing directly towards you, because people is hating on Little Glorilla. She don't like what Little Glow stand for. Look, they doing, they swerving. You know what I'm talking about? I swerve, I swag. You know what I mean?
like the only gospel singers in existence are Kirk Franklin, Yolanda Adams. That's their whole list. And if you're not collaborating
because the other ones, they demonized. They made sure that them niggas couldn't make it. The best artist that you got in gospel right now, the best voice that you got in gospel right now is Leandria Johnson. But what the problem is, y'all niggas don't like her because she alcoholic. She like to drink a little bit. And guess what? Her image ain't clean enough for you niggas. So guess who image y'all stick to? The two that y'all love the best, Mr. Franklin and Miss Adams. Now, we can't put no hate on Miss Adams' name because don't nothing come up on Adams. And she got one of the best smiles in the world. She see nothing but gums. So, you know what I'm saying? Stop playing with it. We know the truth. There's a lot of people who y'all should be letting in the gospel world, but y'all don't do it. The reason why y'all don't do it because of the imagery. Now, the thing is, the reason why they trying to let Glow in there is because her imagery is on a whole nother level. Imagery you ain't never seen. They trying to get them numbers back. So don't blame it on her. Blame it on yourself.
one of them, or you're not already famous from another genre, you're invisible. Every year they ignore the actual gospel community and nominate whoever they like personally or whoever's trending. This year they threw in Glorilla, Common, Pete Rock, Jennifer Hudson, Rhapsody, and Jordan Sparks. And no, that's not a gospel lineup. It's just a lazy playlist. Not based on gospel contributions. It's based on who they know and who they like. Meanwhile, there are literally dozens of real gospel artists putting in actual work, old school and new school, and BET act like they don't exist. They overlook them every year, then throw somebody like Glorilla in the top spot of a genre she's never been a part of.
Boy, that sounds like some hating right there. Now, you got to take that up with the rest of them, Pink Book. Now, that ain't got nothing to do with the Glow. She went over there and she made a song which they say they think is going to pop and it's going to give them the stuff that they need to continue their genre. You need to just let that be what it is. They didn't do that. And again, they lineup is a sorry lineup because it's a lot of people, again, that, like I say, some things that Pink Book say I can rock with, some things I can't let her put smut on. I can rock with her and say that, you know what, that lineup wasn't a good lineup. But I can't hate on Lil Glow for getting it because she didn't choose to get it. They gave her it. But the most important thing is, yeah, they got artists they can go to, but do they choose those artists? No, because them artists is not in the image that they want for their genre. So that ain't got nothing to do with Glow. But obviously, this is what they want for the church. Hallelujah, praise God. That's what I'm talking about. Amen. You see that? You see that red and that white? Yes, sir. Look at that leg tattoo. Look at that leg tattoo. That's all the glory of God. What we know about that? Evil, yeah, because there you go, Tip. Because evil is good. You know what I'm talking about? And you know it. Look at that right there. Boy, you better stop playing with me. Boy.
She didn't get celebrated in her own genre, so they threw her in one where she doesn't even belong.
That's a goddamn lie. She just won some shit at the Golden Globes and some more shit. See, that's what I'm talking about. People got to do their research. Got to stop hating. Now, sometimes hating is cool, but sometimes we got to let the hate get out of heart. We can't just let it sit in there and manifest and turn into something way different. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't do that to Lil Glow. Yeah, man. Cutting a piece in half. You know what I'm talking about? What we doing?
Sometimes when people are this blatant about unadulterated malice, with obviously, and not being willing to actually say why they don't like the person, it makes me question why I do the things I do sometimes. And I try to be kind of like a monk, like the most angry monk in the world, but kind of like a monk. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, I don't know. I would like to know the real reason that she doesn't like this person.
Yeah, you know it. You know it, Tip. You know what time it is. Yeah. Yeah, they hating on Lil Glow at you. You know what I'm talking about? No, we can't let them do it. They can't let them do Glow like they did Baby TT. It's not acceptable. Yeah, and she is an adult. CCD. That's a real woman's body right there, brother. I don't know what you're talking about. Some of these people out here built like a
even I like it.
Tree. You know what I'm talking about?
Now she got a trophy.
You see that CCD? Boy, you better stop playing.
While actual gospel artists got ignored, and that's exactly why people
What? Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, it's a grown woman right there, boy.
Dietrich Haddon spoke out because obviously this wasn't just a mistake; it was pure disrespect.
The gospel music industry needs an overhaul. Period.
Just like them glasses, that hat, that outfit, and everything that you're doing right now needs an overhaul. Stop it. What we doing here? Somebody throw this nigga in the blender and bring him back out a new person. What we doing?
That is a style I haven't seen before.
You see what I'm saying? Look at this shit. This the nigga that was just talking. Look at this nigga.
Is he in San Francisco?
I don't know where this nigga is. I almost tore that nigga up, boy. That nigga better make it, boy. Fix your eyebrows, nigga. Fix yourself. Something wrong with these people. Nigga, let's listen to this nigga.
After last night's show, it's an indicator that we just need a complete reset. Like what are we doing? Are we allowing this to happen over and over again and wonder why the gospel music industry is dying? Come on, man. In order to have something different, you have to do something different. So we need people in the room that know gospel music, that's in the trenches of gospel music, that's advocating for the genre as a whole and not one particular person. It's already a small genre. So it's hard for us to watch the Dr. Bobby Jones Gospel Award being given to somebody that's not in our space.
But you in that space, right? Right, okay. We got another guest coming up to the panel. Let me go ahead and let him up real quick. Get him up the right way. Give me a second.
OGDoDirty, let me hear.
What's good with you, some dude?
Yo, what's going on, brother?
Sitting up here letting her stopping this woman for putting smut on Glorilla name.
Wait a minute, what happened?
Exactly what we doing, sir. Welcome to Sunday's Demon Time.
Okay, you know I'm all for that.
Yeah, we ain't with no Glorilla smut over here, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Get your shit together.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't throw her out of bed.
It's a whole fact. What we doing here? But this nigga right here on the screen, though, yeah, he will. He's hating like a mother. He ain't even got his hair cut, and he's talking shit with a hat that he got on top of his head, looking like a damn fool.
Right? No disrespect to the artist, but that's not the space she's in. And so it makes it discouraging, disappointing, and it takes the wind out of all of it. And we wonder why gospel music is dying. It's because we're doing things like that. Well, on top
the crazy part is he's saying that, nigga, but he had to raise up the window to take the wind out the car, because that's how the front of his hair got the way it got. Stupid ass nigga.
It do look like a minivan, though.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what we doing here, nigga? Hit the button to close your sliding doors, nigga.
That is, we're tired. Nobody will say this, but I will. Of seeing the same people being celebrated year after year. Like there is nobody else in gospel music. Like no one else is working. You cannot just give it to one person as if they're the ones that's keeping it going. No. We're done with that. Last night was a great win for the ratings for BET. I give certain people awards for ratings, but it was not a win.
Look at that. Now this nigga want to talk about the rating. Now which one is telling a lie? She telling a lie, he telling a lie. She basically compared BET to Jeopardy. And then look at this dumbass nigga. See what I'm saying? We gotta do better than this, man. We gotta stop letting people spread narratives. And she didn't even catch the shit. She made a whole video about it and didn't even catch what the nigga just got through saying. Come on now. This is the same person that you putting up here for us to use as a witness to something that you want to talk about. Are you crazy?
Yo, it sounds like he's kind of envious, if you ask me.
He hurt, dog. That's what I said earlier.
Yeah, you can see that clear as day.
It is weird the amount of emotion that these people are putting into something so trivial. It's I can't believe it.
They say, yeah, Glow. What we doing here, man? Stop playing with me, man. They hating on Glorilla, man.
And for the gospel music industry, we got to do better. So I propose let's start something where we can come together and have someone advocating for the genre that have no other motive and agenda in the room, but to elevate the gospel music genre as a whole.
Y'all had that, sir. You had Leandria Johnson. You had a lot of different people, bro. But every time one of these motherfuckers got in, you had Yolanda Crawling. You had a lot of people, bro. You got motherfucking whoever that one nigga name, what's the nigga name? Sane Aside, whatever that nigga name is. You got Little Sane. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. You got a lot of you got rappers. You got people that sing that do try to get in gospel. But the problem is,
no, like I'm just I could understand if they like said, oh yeah, that Lil Nas video where he was lap dancing with the devil, and then that won the gospel. Like I could understand them being outraged. So if that was.
Wait a second, though. See, what's going on right here is they try to weaponize morals without being held accountable for their own actions. Like look at T.D. Jakes and Tiki Kirkland. Those dudes is weird. Those are straight weirdos. But they want to gatekeep morals. Get out of here, man. If I go into a church, I'll catch on fire. I know they
okay, wait a minute. He said God kissed it and the devil missed it. That's what he said. He said he on fire. I feel you. Ain't nothing wrong with it. But what I don't like this, bro. I don't like how they putting the smut on the name like that, dog. They just it's just crazy to me, dog. They gotta do better, bro. We can't keep on doing this hating.
You know what it is? I just figured it out. They're doing it because they want her to respond and crash out, and then that way they get clout.
She's next in line, and people are gonna poke fingers. Like if you want to be famous, you got to take the negativity that comes with it.
I don't think most people are ready for that.
Hey man, that's why I didn't want to be famous. I had many chances. I was like, no, this is too freaking weird.
Yeah, man.
It does strip you of a little bit of your soul. I ain't gonna lie. I've seen people change overnight when they get a couple dollars or a little bit of fame. You can give me the money, screw the fame.
Well, nigga, shit, you already know how that feel, nigga. You got a couple of dollars. Did you change?
No, man. Yo, bro, I live humble.
First of all, don't be acting like you broke up her, nigga. You know,
I'm so broke I can't
do.
pay attention.
Boy, this nigga lying to me. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing. But yeah, I get what you're saying, but you know how it is. I mean, it works out for some folks. And some folks, bro, they can handle that having that much money. And again, obviously, she can handle having that much money because shit, we ain't seen her do nothing too crazy. I mean, it's going to probably come out because, like I said, you got this type of stuff. You better have people doing real deep research on this type of shit. And
yo, and she opened the doors to that. But what I will give her credit for, she started off raunchy and crazy, but she did tone it down a lot. Like she ain't doing what all the rest is doing, you know.
Because if right now, if you really think about it, it's the money that's coming in. She getting so much money, bro, for doing this shit this way. Why go back to doing the shit the way they got you famous? You see what I'm saying? You gotta. Yep. It's just like Casanat and the rest of them. You think them dudes are still doing the same thing, bro, that they was doing when they first came on the scene, or you thinking
evolution?
Exactly,
evolution and maturity.
And then too, you got to look at what they presented. If she is presenting something that they want, and again, she didn't ask for this award. They gave her this award, and these niggas is on her crying. You crying because BET gave her award that you think should have went to another gospel artist that you didn't even go out and support, nigga. But you want to get mad that people are supporting her, nigga. Stop it. We can't keep doing that.
Okay, she evolved and she's actually moving. I mean, I'll take her over a Cardi B or Sexy Red any day.
That's a whole fact. At least the motherfucker her ain't faking it. But you know what I'm saying? We're gonna let this nigga continue to lie. The video almost over with. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna let them keep on doing her like that. We got some more to tell. We got some more scriptures to break up because they doing some bullshit right now.
Hey, he's actually right. A lot of people
actually he's wrong, baby. But since you want to keep on talking about he's right, he is wrong, and you are wrong too.
Out to defend Glorilla after his comments, but he didn't lie, not once. And let's be clear, it's not even about Glorilla. It's about the puppet masters, these clowns behind the curtains, pulling the strings. The people
don't speak on Lil Glow. Check out the tattoo, y'all. You see it. It's a little side breast about to pop out. Okay, hold up.
Behind BET, they are flat out mocking God. These people are devils, every last one of them. The whole company is rotten. Ownership, executives, producers, management, down to the seat fillers at the award show. If you're still a part of BET, you're part of the problem too. You mean to tell me that nobody on that team had even the slightest insight into the gospel industry? Nobody knew how insane it is to hand a gospel award to Glorilla? No, it's not ignorance at this point. It's disrespect. Gotcha. Plain and simple.
What is that old saying of when everyone else is the problem? She literally just went, all you people, you're all evil. So what is that old saying that they say? If you look around and everyone else is the problem, who's the real problem?
Yes. Like I know what you're saying. It's not process of elimination. It's almost reflection, deflection, projection.
Well, it's just, so you're saying I disagree with all of you. You should do what I say, but it's actually none of my business what you're doing.
Pretty much, it's kind of king syndrome. Like
you lunatic bitch.
They want to play God, very opinionated.
How do people say this stuff? How do they hear it come out of their mouth and then not go? That sounded really stupid.
Now hold up. Now we got to run that back. Now now hold up. Now we don't disrespect. We clowns and we do all that now. Don't disrespect Pink Book now because you don't want that motherfucker to get me up out of here. I got to keep my channel. Now I'm just having a little fun. You know what I'm saying? Like she, you know what I'm saying? Well, I gotta support this lady. I gotta send her a CashApp, dog, and let her know.
I'm sorry, Pink Book. But you can't say everybody else is the problem. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, we need her to tell her people, man,
I'm
hey, do dirty crazy, but go over and watch it. You know what I mean? I want her to send her people over there.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, he said that, not me. I'm just letting you know that, Pink Book. He said that, not me. And I stopped him and I let him know that ain't cool. But you know what I'm saying? He said he was sorry, so we good to go. We back on track.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. I need to find my weed.
Oh, this nigga, get this nigga up out of here. I had to sit
I'm literally smoking the pipe as we speak and playing my video game. And I call
Don't go
everybody
nowhere,
names.
some dude. Stay
so-
right there where you is, nigga. I just got to get
He'll
a
be
breather.
back.
I
He'll
can't
be
believe you. No, I dropped that nigga because that nigga came up here without no weed. Sir, go find your damn weed.
Right.
What the fuck we doing here, bro? What we doing?
All right,
that is a
I got
problem.
this Diamond Bar Bubble
Yeah.
OG family. Give me a
This
second,
nigga
man.
always do that shit,
Damn.
man. He losing weed and don't never roll up no weed before you come on the show. You had before you click that link, sir. You should have had
I
something
know,
rolled
my
up.
bad. My bad.
The disrespect, bro.
Do you know what's weird?
You gotta stop
about
it, some dude.
20 years ago, I found a sandwich baggie that had about maybe 3 grams of weed in it. And it was really good weed. And it wasn't, you know, it might have been worth $40 or something, maybe, if you bought it on the street back then. And I found larger denominations of money than that. But I remember that weed more fondly than the money.
Yeah,
Good
you
weed.
didn't have to go out and buy none. You just found some. It was a gift from the Lord above.
Hey, my boy T3 say he don't even believe you be smoking. I might have to have you put me a picture. You might have to put a picture.
Yeah,
of your
I
weed
got
in the back.
I got this stuff called
Tip
Diamond
might
Bar, 35.1%
Take a picture.
THC.
Nigga, take a picture of it. After you take a
tell you what it is. I get it
no,
from
nigga,
this
listen
place
what I'm
called the
saying.
Hatchery.
Listen what I'm saying. Take a picture of it and then just put it in the back chat. I don't need you to put it on the screen. I don't need you to come on camera. You ain't got to do that, brother. You know I don't trip on you. I don't come on camera. So I just need you to put the picture of the weed in the back chat, nigga. So I know from now on that you leave smoking with me. Because right now I'm feeling disrespected. Appreciate you. You just the only thing I need you to do, because nigga, you always be having some weed, but you don't never have no weed. That should be crazy, dog. Do I need to send you some weed, dog? Do I need to call somebody, bro, to try to figure out where
Man,
you
I got
this weed from?
3 miles away. I'll get it good in a drive-through.
I'm gonna need that name of that dispensary so I can look them niggas up and give them a call, sir, so I can find
It's
out
called
what
the Hatchery off of Route 17.
Look at what I'm talking about, 10th man. See what I'm saying?
Holy mountain. This good stuff. I got, I stopped buying the cheap stuff because it's just not as good. So I'll buy what, like, just like when you're getting a contractor, I'm like, okay, what's the price ranges? What do you got? And then I'll buy like the middle one. It's just so much cleaner. Like, I find with the cheap stuff, they don't flush out any of the chemicals, any of the fertilizer. They don't know what they're doing. That's why it's cheap. So I go with a higher grade now.
Well, most people don't do that shit in the first place. They don't wash they don't wash most of the time that you tasting on the outside that weed, though, if it don't have if it has an earthy taste, that can be the chemicals coming through the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no, I know the difference.
If it has well, for some people they don't really be knowing that, but if it has like a bitter taste when you pull it, then that's because they probably was putting chemicals on the outside of the plant, right? They were just spraying around, make sure it wasn't bugs, pesticides, and stuff like that. And what they didn't do was wash their weed before they dried it. So again, I process weed.
What do you mean wash?
Yeah, you can't wash it. You take the tricyclones off, the crystals.
Yeah, well, what do you mean by wash? You mean flush the
Oh, he
roots?
means flush it. Yeah, flush it to get the
No, it's two different things. If you're talking about flushing your plants, that is taking the chemicals that you've been putting inside.
Yeah, we know that, but skip ahead to the part where you were talking about washing the weed.
Washing your plants. If most people, so the plants that you wash is plants that's grown outside. If your plants are grown outside, you have small bugs and small spiders and stuff that implants inside of the buds or around the buds. So what most people have to do is they have to wash their buds. You cannot wash THC off your weed. THC is a form of tripones that comes up on the weed that you get the flavor from the amberness of the cloudiness, or that gets your THC level. If you look really down on weed, if you get you a magnifying glass or a magnifying scope that can hook onto your phone and you can zoom all the way down on it, you can see the different colors. Some of them be clear, murky, gray, a dark gray, and then you get an amber color. When most time people harvest is when it's in an amber color, you get the highest THC. You know what I'm saying? So what most people be thinking that you be washing your weed, you knock the dust off and all that shit like that. you don't wash weed that's grown inside of facilities. But if your weed is grown outside in the elements of God, that means earth, wind, rain, you know, you ain't got nothing covering it.
What do you mean by wash it? Just rinse it off with some water, or are you talking about soap?
No, you don't wash it with soap, sir. You use either lemon juice.
That's what we're trying to get into the washing category here, because you've intrigued us. Because I mean,
use a little bit of lemon juice in your water. It's just like, you know what I'm saying, you dip it. You only do it for like 5 or 10 seconds. You get it clean, and then you hang it to dry.
And that'll make the so you rinse off the lemon juice too, or you leave it on there?
You will rinse off the lemon juice. So you'll have either 3 buckets
with
or
clean
2
water.
buckets. Yes. So you would dip the plant inside of the lemon juice with water, because you got to put just a little bit of lemon juice, not a lot of lemon juice, but just a certain amount of lemon juice in the water. That way it'll take off all the bugs and all that little bit of stuff. That stuff will float. And then once you do it like 5 seconds in that bucket, you take it out that bucket, you go to your next bucket, and you do it in just straight clean water. It cannot be water out the fire hose. It has to be like distilled water, and you dip it in there. That makes sure it knocks off all of the lemon and all the stuff that you use on there. Now, if you have a fungus problem, or you know what I'm saying, like the little, what you want to call it, like a mold and stuff like that on people's plants, they try to get that stuff off of there. They use a little bit. They use a 3 bucket system when they use a little bit of peroxide in water. They dip the plant in there, and then they go into the lemon juice solution. Then they go into the clean water. That's how they clean that stuff off. And they get in this, and basically peroxide kills it. The lemon juice sterilizes it, and then the water just de-infects everything.
That is a lot of work. I'm just gonna smoke the spiders. That's a lot of work. I'm just gonna smoke the spiders.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So we make sure our shit is done the right way. But yes, you can clean weed, but most people don't believe in doing it. It's just
if
like most
I ever grow again, but I'm allowed to. If I put a little greenhouse out in my yard, I'd be able to, because we're allowed to legally here now. But I'm just going to go back to growing in coconut husks. It's shredded. When I used to grow a long time ago, I've grown outside, I've grown in dirt, but hydroponics with coconut hair, the best results. Yep.
Yeah, I don't believe that, but I get what you're saying. You do yield good results. You do yield good results. I've done it. Been growing weed for 7 years straight. Maybe 10 altogether. My first 3 years was me getting into it. I literally had me a master grower show me
dirt or hydroponic.
Both, sir. And we did. And the crazy part about it is we had another one too. Beside the hydroponic, we did aeroponics. Like my master grower had a whole facility that he grew in, so he had all 3 versions. And I seen how all 3 versions run, even from the cocoa base, even down to the what they call the mush balls. Like I seen it growing in all type of ways. You know what I'm saying? And you can't beat God in no other way. Anything that's grown outside,
most people don't know about
anything that's grown in the inside.
What most people don't know about, and I've only seen maybe 1 or 2 videos because I watch a lot of gardening, and I'm a nerd. With a marijuana plant, you should always tie it down like a bonsai tree. If you tie the plant down like sideways, you'll get multiple crowns.
Yeah.
Right? Anybody who grows, it's not a Christmas tree. Right? I know most people want this big, pretty looking, cute tree that's all fancy and looks like a tree. No, you want it to look like a bonsai tree. And every time it sprouts off, tie it down and make it go all different directions, just like a bonsai tree. Remember Mr. Miyagi?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
If you do that with your marijuana plant, you will get way more marijuana out of it. You won't get as big of a crown, but instead you'll get dozens of crowns.
Yeah, you can just do that, bro, by just letting your plant grow up tall like a Christmas tree, bro, and just keep on topping all your tops. You can. I had several plants. I can show you pictures of berry plants that, berry OG plants that I had, bro. Where every time I cropped one of my tops on it, or I basically, you know what I'm saying, trimmed up my plant, I made for each one of my nodes on my plant. So when you're talking about is when you bend your plant over and you get the crowns to come up, and you talk about the different
from the time
heads,
that it's from the time before it even gets any bud.
Exactly. Yeah, when it's still in vegetation mode, sir. So you're talking about as it grow up. You're talking about making different tops, right? You can automatically do that if you just grow it into a tree and you just basically train it from an early age. That means when you go to 3 weeks, your first 3 weeks, when your plant don't look like nothing, if you crop it the right way at the top, you can get, instead of having one, instead of having
what do you mean by crop it? Are you talking about cut it off so that it'll branch out?
No, the first 2 leaves that pop out after about a month, you clip them with your fingernails and it'll turn.
I'm the one to grow weed.
You clip those two. It'll be one stalk. You clip it off in 3 weeks. It'll turn to two. You take those two. It'll turn to four.
You're just wasting plant energy doing that.
No, it's just
you're not. It basically when you top a plant that the same way he's talking about, when you're talking about bending a plant over, you're going to turn the side of that plant. Everything that grows from there is going to turn into a top. It's because it's going to be reaching for the sun. And you basically make, what me and some dude is talking about, it's a way of a technique that the only thing you got to do is just cut the top a certain way. And instead of having one or two to come off, like some dude just said, I had plants that had 5 and 4.
But that's like outside, right?
Yeah, or inside. When you're growing, most people who grow
but inside you're limited by space and
only
light.
If you're not in a facility.
Okay.
If you're talking about growing in a tent, like a 4x2 or 8x6 tent, then you are restricted to space, because eventually you're gonna have to end up controlling. Yes, you are, sir, because what you're going to end up.
I said yes. I said yes.
Okay. So and then what you're going to?
I was just watching a tomato
normal
greenhouse.
But what I'm telling you is what me and some dude is telling you, if you top them the right way, bro, each top that you get, again, your plant starts off like some dude is saying, bro, with that one top. You can turn that one top into 4. And then you're going to have your side branches that come off, sir. That's going to have their own individual tops. You can then go back and top the ones that you topped that made that 4, and then top the other 2, which will make them have 8. Well, make sure each one of those have 4 or 3 or 2, and then plus that 4 that you topped at the top, which is going to turn into more. So he's right.
You only pinch the 2 top leaves.
Yes, bro. It spreads like a motherfucker. That's how you get. That's how you get bushes.
Yeah, when you sex the plant and you know it's about the bud, you can turn it back on to 24 hours vegetation, and then you top it before decreasing the light, so you can make it fruit.
Now that's growing inside. Growing outside, you just don't have to just do it.
You got to rely on Mother Nature. That's
Mother Nature is always a light that's inside of a facility would never ever be able to beat what God put out there. I'm letting you know that now.
Oh no! Wait a minute.
I'm just telling
mercury sulfide bulbs in what do they call it? A phototron. You can cut a plant, harvest it in 45 days, and get the buds off and turn it right back to vegetative state. They got a plant.
But you can still do that right now. You can still do that right now with regular autoflower, sir, with a good system.
Yeah, autoflower is different. That's hybrid. Yo, they got a plant of some old school blueberry that's still in the window in Amsterdam, and that plant is about 30 years old.
Yeah.
And it fruits every year.
Yeah. Because one thing and most of the time they don't cut off all the buds. I did that experiment outside a couple of years ago, bro. Because I wanted to keep a mother plant and I didn't want to have to keep on making clones. So I said, you know what? I'm just gonna let the bitch run through the season. I cut the pieces that the pretty buds I wanted off. I left all the little buds. They formed, they got real hard and real danky. They got like rock candy. The next year, by the time I just kept it under a little tent. I kept it like, you know what I'm saying, just how it's supposed to be. By the time that spring came around next year, all of those buds started off a new plant basically, and nigga, that motherfucker just kept on growing. So that motherfucker turned into a big ass bush.
You know what's crazy, Dirty? A lot of people that think they know how to grow, they will. I mean, now seed you can get they all female, so you're not gonna get a male that can contaminate your whole crop, and you get a bunch of weed with seeds in it. So it's a different game right now.
Oh yeah, even right now, no shit. Even some of the even when I did a seed bank 2 years ago, right? I had mixed a lot of different seeds, you know what I'm saying, different sections, different plots I had, and I grew the seeds last year and I'm growing the seeds this year, right? So I got runts, I got pink runts, I got all type of shit here at the house, right? Jungle Mac, I got all type of shit here I'm growing, right? I just showed people a video of some clones that I got growing, right? That I just put about 20 outside. I probably got another what I think that was 46. That was 46 clones I showed them the other day. So just looking at those, and when the ones I already got outside, and I still got to go 2 more rounds of cloning. So my planter is going to be 4 foot, 5 foot, 6 and something, and then the tallest plants I had since I've been growing them since February is going to probably be like 7 foot, probably 7'2" or something like that. Bush the fuck out.
That's outdoors if you don't top them. But when you top it, they go wide, not tall.
Oh yeah, you know it. They still can go. They still can get big though. You know they can still get big. So, but yeah, that's what we was talking about. It's as long as you both methods y'all talking about is right. I mean, 10th man, you're not wrong when you saying laying your plant over to the side, sir. It works. I tried that. I did that outside.
I understand. I'm just telling you that huge corporations that run like not just for marijuana, for any type of plants like that, tomatoes, same thing.
Yeah,
that's what they're starting to do.
I was born with a green thumb.
Tomatoes, they do it with them circus, not circus, but what they call them, motherfucker, the competitions where they have like the biggest fruits and shit. They do watermelons and pumpkins and shit.
Yeah, the state fairs and all that.
So basically, what some do, well, I mean, not some do, but a 10th man was saying, just like when they do them big ass watermelons and pumpkins, when that motherfucker start growing, they bury that whole goddamn stem inside the ground. They just put all the energy, cut off everything on that bitch, and they just let
back to the soil.
And they make that motherfucker 300-400 pounds, maybe 700 to 800 pounds.
Fertilizer and all that.
Exactly. So he's basically talking about doing the same thing with weed. And I know it worked because I tried it before. Only thing I didn't like about it was it kept my plants short to the ground, right? And then when I did top it and try to get those to top off, the stems, the only stem, it was maybe had like 4 or 5 stems on there that really wasn't sturdy enough for me, right? And the way I build my plants is I build my soil system as the plant grows and as the plant get taller. That's how much dirt I add more dirt in there. So I always produce new roots as I continually grow. Most people they just leave it in one spot and then they let the roots stretch down. Once my roots stretch down in the area that they're gonna stretch in, it's already below the ground. So as the year go through, or because most of my plants I do is photo plants, as we go through the year, I add soil to it. So as I'm adding soil, my soil intakes builds up. So as mine go up, I got to get rid of all my bottom turns into clones, and then you will have a good foot of see-through, because I don't like nothing being close to the ground. And then I just build my soil all the way up to the top, and then that way you get new shoots and you always get the best nutrients because you always add a new fertilizer without adding chemicals to your plants. You will see the process. Just keep on paying attention to OGDoDirty page. You will see that process in a little bit.
And
I'm doing a couple just for YouTube. What's up?
Question for actually soil consistency and quality. It's like usually they make your own substrate. You use like peat moss, vermiculite, and these little things that hold water. So even if the soil looks dry, underneath it still has a layer of water. And also eggshells at the bottom. They do a little thing. Makes the stem.
Well, eggshells is built into my compost, and what we use.
Yep, there you go. Compost substrate, same thing.
What we use out here for water retention is biochar. So I make my own biochar here at the house, and I use that. Usually I infuse it with nitrates, and then I put it into my soil. That way, when it does catch water, it soaks it up like a sponge. And the plant roots wrap around it. They get embedded with it, and every time that they need something, they go and get it. Believe me, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, but too much nitrates, they start turning your leaves, start turning yellow a little bit.
Yeah, but you know,
it's a wild balance.
Anytime that you can get your plants to stress out, you get more production out of your plants. I had one year where I grew like a whole plot outside, and everything just stayed one color the whole year, and the product was mid. But
You know what the thing is though?
Every time my
Temperature.
plants got stressed out and got to the point where they was yellowing and going green, they was using a lot, they was doing a lot, they grew bigger, they grew stronger.
Yeah.
And the THC level was way higher.
Yeah, you gotta prune them and do a lot, but like I grew a plant and I left down to go down to the other crib and I left the lights on. Bro, them things was wrapped around the light. It was some old school purple haze, like that Branson, New York stuff. Yo, it was
in the 90s.
Yeah, and the whole house stunk. My whole apartment. I was like, God damn.
In the 90s, I went to this guy's house, and it was the weirdest thing I ever saw because he had just harvested. This is in British Columbia in the mountains, and all the crown buds, on the top of the plant, grew in a corkscrew pattern because of the way the light goes in the mountains.
Yeah, it's the way the sun rotates around. Like they usually counting on where you at. The sun,
it was weird.
It sets in the east. No, it rises in the west and sets in the east. So it's counting on what continent you on. But yeah, I had buds that like I bought, and they looked like pieces of braided hair, and it was bright green, crystally. I was like, it looks too pretty to smoke. You know, that's when you're a good grower.
You smoke all that shit. But yeah, man, let me finish this off and then we can get into other conversations.
Yeah, we off track with this. Get back to this gospel.
I mean, my criticism will be no different if they handed the Bobby Jones Gospel Award to Justin Bieber or somebody. You know, black folks would be in an uproar if a pop artist came in and snatched up an award meant for a gospel artist. But I don't know, sometimes black folks don't get it until a white face is involved. So let me say it like this. The same outrage you'll have over that is exactly the energy people in the gospel industry have about this Glorilla situation. It's completely out of order, and everybody involved knows it.
2 days later, and I'm still confused as to why Glorilla won that gospel award. Okay, BT done sat up there and played in everybody's face. Okay, the people in the category, the people in the audience, and the viewers. Okay, because we were all in confusion as to why Glorilla won an award for gospel. Okay, even Glorilla was confused when she even accepted the award. Okay, y'all got the saints in the stir. Because y'all had Dietrich Henry had to come out and say something, okay? Listen, Dietrich, I know you tried to be an advocate for all the gospel artists and whatnot, but you sound like a hater.
And see, people like this, they're so dense. Why is it that appropriate criticism is categorized as hate? He wasn't even coming for Glorilla personally. He's speaking on the people in charge of the show that would even make that move. Glorilla didn't give herself the award, and he's aware of that. He's talking about the people in charge that did this. They're the ones who disrespected everybody in the gospel community.
It was some truth to what he was saying because Glorilla is not even a gospel artist, and you know, for her to win was like a participation award because she should have won for best female hip hop artist, okay? Because she's been having a hell of a run, okay? Better than the other artists who won in that category, no shade. To the gospel award though, as a gospel artist, I be feeling some type of way too because y'all had the saints popping up. Listen, I ain't never seen that man pop up on my timeline before. Listen, this no shade to Dietrich Henry at all.
Glow said, the first thing I got to do is thank God because ain't this gospel award? She had to look back at it. See, I watched the board all the way around. Go back and watch it. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody give us something does not mean that we deserve it. Okay? She probably didn't even know she was going to get it. She probably feel like she didn't deserve that. I know they have music that I listen to that feeds my soul. These people need to be recognized. When you barely could get out the bed, but you could listen to that song and it feeds your soul. I'm talking about that old, good gospel music. It ain't even got to be that old. They got some new songs that I listen to over and over and over and over to start my day.
No, I bet you do, man. It's going to celebrate Eyes TV for giving that membership, man. Y'all make sure y'all get y'all own membership. He will be throwing memberships out there for people, so make sure you grab one. Make sure you stay interactive in the chat, and luckily you will be able to grab one of those memberships. Let me go ahead and give him a little something on that real quick, if you don't mind. We're gonna give him.
I bet you can't do it like me. Stretch for waist like Laffy Taffy.
That's a whole fact. Bet you can't do it like me. That's what I'm talking about. Make sure you grab your membership, because we will be doing the blast app tonight, and we got the drop-by discussions coming on a little later on. So that's going to be probably around about 8 o'clock, and then when we get through with the drop-by discussions, I will be cranking up the blast app right behind that, and then we'll have fun over there for a little bit like we did last night. It was a pretty good show. Uncle Tom came up there doing what Uncle Tom does. We had fun. We had fun earlier in this show when he came up here, man. Salute to Spoon.
Wait a minute, Uncle Tom, man. Tell him when I talk, so I'm gonna give him a wedgie. I'm gonna give him a verbal wedgie. Last time he kicked me off.
He listened, bro. He came up here early. He was up
I know. But that's my boy right there. But I'm gonna give him a verbal wedgie next time I talk to him. Yeah, he kicked me off one night. I was pissed too. I was like, God damn it, why he do that? Me do me like that.
That nigga had you in your feelings, nigga. You were hurt.
Yeah, a little bit, because I was having a good time. That nigga's like, shut up, game over, stupid. I was like, damn.
That nigga be playing no games, Spoon be dropping you like it ain't
I was
nothing.
having fun, but no, I got a verbal wedgie for this idiot. No, he's not an idiot. He's actually a smart guy. I got something for him.
This nigga actually a smart guy. That nigga that crazy. All right. So we gonna finish. Yeah, but she sound like these two sound like another two people that's heard about the situation. I don't want to tell y'all what y'all doing wrong. Y'all just need to stop hating on Baby Glow. She got it. She got the juice. She got the crown right now, and they ain't gonna let her down.
Yo, Dirty. You know what it is? Cause like she ain't getting no. I mean, I think she got her boobs done, but she ain't got that over crazy BBL. She's more natural. She got her little gangster Texas or Alabama accent, but she's still Red Hood.
She meant this.
You wouldn't throw her out of bed. And a lot of these big chicks is mad because she's cute and winning. They want to always be something that they can never achieve, and that's where jealousy and envy comes into play. And that's a woman thing. Men will fight it out. What you say, Tip? Hey, yo, bro. Hey, yo, man. I'll punch you so hard in your chest, your shoulders will touch. Shut up, skinny nigga. Relax. It's not that type of fight. Tell me.
This nigga here crazy.
So y'all can sit there and say what you want. She had to look back at that award. And, oh, ain't this? That's what Glow said. First, I gotta thank God. So if that wasn't that award, that wasn't a gospel award, you know, you still wasn't gonna thank God. You still gotta thank God. I'm not saying it's not her time and she don't deserve. She cooler than a fan. I really like her. You know what I'm saying? But come on, bro, we're gonna stop playing with God. Y'all gonna stop playing with God. Y'all gonna stop playing with God. And I know God do not need me to defend him. I know he don't, but still in all. Come on, bro. Y'all know that girl didn't deserve that.
And I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I don't play about my God. And I feel like y'all played with God. I love me some Glow.
Know me, bro.
But why did y'all give Glorilla the Gospel Award? Mind you, you're welcome, boo. Mind you, Glorilla got great music, like great music. But she's into hip hop. Why would y'all give her the Gospel Award? Like, you have so many people who dedicate their whole life to Jesus, their whole life to God. They, you know what I'm saying, like, dedicate their life to gospel music. Why did y'all play and give Glorilla that Gospel Award? Y'all should have gave her a hip hop award or
No, they should have gave Mimi an award.
Please mind your business. You don't even know what we talking about.
Yes, I do.
And I just feel like y'all really playing with the Lord. Like,
oh Lord, that's just, oh Lord, that don't make no sense. That's what I was talking about. That's what I was telling Rufus the other day. It's being your goddamn friend. That's what happened.
Is everybody just gonna ignore this hat?
It's called a bonnet, sir.
Stop
hey, yo,
it.
hold fast. Nah, wait, look, we ain't gonna get that's a whole nother conversation. Hey, yo, Tip, man. Yo, I told you, man. Yo, your arm's too short to box with a God, man. Like I said in the chat, You so skinny, you look like you got to run around in the shower just to get wet, you dirty fucker. You sure you want this type of smoke, bro? I'm very lethal. You relax. It'll be okay.
But yeah, that's what you call a bonnet, my good sir. You ain't never seen one
like
of them,
something you're supposed to
Tim,
wear in public. I don't think that's a public hat.
Oh, okay.
That's like something that you wear when you sleep or something, not when you go
Yeah,
outside.
why would you not wear that in the public, sir?
Yo, Dirty, can I ask you a question?
But go ahead,
hold
sir.
fast, yo. Why do these women think that's like cute, fashionable? Anyway, that just shows you lazy as hell. Like you want to go out in public with that on, in Crocs and Tweety Bird pajamas. And would you do that on a job interview? Or you just do that, you get nice and glammed up for the club. Like the game is weird. Like, come on, you coming out like that in public? Like you just got out of bed, but you got enough time to put them damn snuffleupagus lashes on.
Yeah, that's on the face. The hair is a whole different thing, ain't that what they say?
Man, these women don't like themselves.
Yeah, look at
always
she
want
came outside
more.
stepping. Look at she came outside stepping. Look like she got on her little shows with her. Look like she just making a run. You know what I'm talking about? She ain't got to be jazzed up to make a run.
All right. You said a run, but she's on camera, broadcasting to millions of people.
Yeah,
and she's
in
just gonna run.
the comfort of her facility of her car, sir.
Yeah, but look, come on, man. Like, bro, would you take that to a corporate dinner? Be honest.
No, I wouldn't even
Thank
be trying
you.
to go
See,
to.
that was
I wouldn't even
easy.
be trying to go to a
Binary
corporate
question.
dinner. That's the whole problem. I'm not even trying to go to a corporate dinner.
Well, sometimes you
You know
got
what I'm saying? You ain't got no other choice but to go. You're right about that. But I mean, I'm not trying to go to one. If I'm not trying to dress up like that, nigga, I ain't trying to wear, I ain't trying to get all fly and shit like that just to go back there.
All right. Look, I don't know, man, because they will glam up to go out dressed like strippers, but you go out in public and put yourself with millions to watch on a TikTok, like it don't make much sense.
That's the whole fact, because that's what her fans want to see her in. Ain't that crazy?
Fans? Or one of them entrepreneurs?
Sir,
okay.
We watching it right now. Some people was like, bro, come on now. We can't do no hating on folks now.
Yeah, wait a minute.
We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. This demon time Sunday, but no, we ain't doing that. We can't do no hating on nobody now.
Wait
now,
a
if you
minute.
will obviously be doing some hating, then you're gonna be over there with the pink book. I'm gonna have to throw you in the list of pink book. Do I got to start getting on you?
No, I ain't like that. But Easy just said he said I told some dude was Blank Man's stunt double.
That nigga gets fucked up, bro. That nigga that got there.
It's just like bonnets are like, you'd say like a baby bonnet, right? And then put it on the little baby.
Okay.
Keep their head warm. It I don't know. It's just odd. Gives me the impression that she's not a good driver. That's all I can say.
Well, I was about to say that she keep on taking her hands off the goddamn steering wheel to make gestures and shit, and she got a baby in the back seat. But we're gonna look past all that.
Wait a minute.
Because it's a baby in the back seat.
Damn.
Nigga, you can't hear?
Yeah, she just told the baby to shut up.
Really?
This nigga can't hear it, nigga.
Damn, I ain't hear that. I was arguing with the chat.
Oh, bro, nigga, this nigga here got selective hearing, nigga. Oh my god, we cleared. Oh my, let me play the video, bro. This shit crazy.
I don't play with God like that. Mind you, it's a good song. I mean, it's a nice song, but certain stuff you just can't play with God. Like, I just don't get it. What really had said?
Here, love a glow, never got my name tatted.
Do it sound like gospel to you?
No.
How dare us? How dare us? Giving Glorilla a gospel award is putting piss in all of our grandparents' face. What do you mean, Dr. O? The gospel community tried to out LaAndrea Johnson for just drinking. But y'all are going to give a gospel Music Award, the Bobby Jones Award to Glorilla, when the only thing close to gospel is...
Let me tell you, let me show y'all old women something. This is what y'all need in life. You know what I'm saying? Because Dr. O, the lady that was just on her with the kid that was talking grown in the back seat, she got a 30-year-old that's a 2-year-old body in the back seat. And then the other lady before her, let me give y'all this. And this is coming from OGDoDirty Sport in the DoDirty Nation. Pink Book, you can leave yourself out of this, baby. But yeah, for them, the people that you showing on here, I got to give them this.
Sometimes in life, the odds are against you. But if you give it your all, if you do the best you can with what you have, you still might not be able to really do shit about it.
That's the whole fact. So just stop crying about it, baby. We got to do better. You know what I mean? Because sometimes in life, when you expect to do things, it just, matter of fact, let me give it to you one more time.
Sometimes in life, the odds are against you. But if you give it your all, if you do the best you can with what you have, you still might not be able to really do shit about it.
That is a whole fact. So I need y'all to stop crying about the situation. You know what I'm saying? They did this and she got the award. Praise God. What we doing here?
It's her name, Gloria Hallelujah. I cannot believe y'all will continue to disrespect the black community the way the world does. And then the black community, we sit back and applaud, oh, that's good, and oh, that's black women empowerment. That ain't about nothing what they did. What they did is put us on a national stage of continued buffoonery. We look like some damn fools. That's how come we don't have any culture. The world don't take us serious because we don't take ourselves serious. You'll never see other cultures. Well, Dr. O, you comparing...
Wait a minute. So all the twerking wig, angry black woman, the statue in Times Square, like y'all did this to yourself and now you want to, because it's being showcased, you want to bug out? Man, I'm telling you, accountability is kryptonite with these chicks, man. It's sad. It's real sad.
Yeah,
they perpetuate it, deflect, project, the whole 9 yards. You can use many words. You'll always come back to somebody else's fault.
Big words, and they came here trying to throw the gambit.
It's always somebody's fault.
Say that again.
They're not the common denominator.
Yeah, nigga, say all them P words again. What you say again? Yeah, say them again. What? You say what?
Come on, man.
Yeah, go say them all together. You said it all clear, like say it again.
I was spitting. Facts, nigga.
That nigga say, she was progressive.
He was channeling Jesus when he did that.
Yeah,
I know, man.
He started using all the P words, nigga. Yeah.
Nigga, it pisses me off. It's like the nerve.
Yeah.
Y'all did this to yourself. Y'all elected a twerking chick, the gospel queen now. Good luck. You did it to yourself. I don't want to hear nothing. Nothing.
Know what I want to know? Sorry, I'm eating peanuts. How come Aunt Jemima was offensive, but that statue wasn't?
Oh, the statue was. They just was trying to soften it.
It's just weird.
The chick had an attitude in the middle of Times Square, hand on the hips, head tilted, a little overweight and all that. And people was like, "This is beautiful." I was like, "Y'all sure you're looking at what I'm saying?" It's just they being.
And you can just imagine that the dialogue is like,
"Bro,
you forgot to give me my
across the
hot
board,
sauce
and they don't
with my
see it.
takeout order."
Yeah, they don't see it. A man can't tell them nothing. So now y'all just gonna self-embarrass yourself. Y'all self-destruct. I think they suffer from arrested development or something. They don't mature over the age of 14. Fragile egos and a lot of vanity. Point.
This nigga gotta be more careful.
This to the white folks, you goddamn right I am. You'll never see other cultures and other communities, the Asians, the Japanese, the Jewish, flaunting around the whole of their communities. These young ladies out here are running wild because they don't have any elders in their ear telling them what's right and wrong. It used to be a time back in the day we would separate, it was called secular music from this type of mainstream secular.
Oh my gosh, this woman here is.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
She can't even say it or spell it.
That's where she's trying to get it out, but it's we're gonna let her work. We're gonna let her work.
Yeah.
Music and gospel music. That's what they call. That's what my grandmother raised me on. My grandmother raised me on Bible study, church, Sunday school, cleaning the church house on Saturdays. Our grandparents, y'all, would be turning over in their grave. And if they still here, I know they don't understand what we got going on right now. That is disrespectful. And then we wonder how come we have young ladies keep popping out thinking it's cool to shake their behind, go get BBLs and over-sexualize themselves and dress damn near naked on a stage because we continue to put people up in their face like they're some kind of idols and people that we need to be worshiping. Glorilla. And nothing is wrong with the young lady. I like her music, but not in the gospel arena, y'all. Not in the gospel arena.
Not y'all.
What's wrong with us? What is wrong with us?
Ain't nothing wrong with us. Only thing that's wrong with us
If it ain't hood, it ain't good.
You hear me? I don't know what the hell she talking about. She better get it together.
That was fast.
Yeah, because if it ain't hood, it ain't good. And this is, I got another for her too. Let me tell you something. We got bad news.
Fortunately, I have a little bit of bad news.
Somebody pregnant.
That's a whole fact. And that's what's happening in that church. So she need to get it together.
We are really truly suffering, y'all, from epigenetics because it's something in our DNA.
Big word.
Wait a minute.
What is
that?
Need to over-sexualize.
You know what it is.
I know we're in the context, but I want an explanation. What is epigenetics?
You definitely ain't gonna give. You definitely ain't gonna get it from her.
I don't know. 10th man might be able to handle that one. No, he must be. There you go.
Is that the thing where black people can't swim?
No, I was born learning how to swim. We in amniotic fluid, and that was a class I had to take in junior high and high school. So, yeah, I know how to tread water for 3 minutes like a seal. So that doesn't apply to me. What does epigenetics? Where are these new terms coming from? What does that mean?
They come from. They come from you smart niggas who know all the big words.
Does that happen when you're light-skinned?
I'm not.
Oh Lord, this nigga here is out of line. Okay, we're gonna continue to move on.
Out of line.
Ourselves in order to be recognized, and you continue to have these white Jewish companies and folks who own BET and all that stuff to push us to the forefront of dysfunction. That's why it's cool. We have the Sexy Reds coming out, the Plutos coming out, whammy, all this old stuff.
Listen, that sister is cooking. She's telling nothing but the truth. These people keep disrespecting us. They keep playing in our faces. They've been doing this for years. There's no way this would have gone down like this 25 years ago when they first started this show. Why? Because black people back then still had decency left. Black people still had decorum. And standing up for what was right back then wasn't considered hate. Women like her and women like me could tell the truth about anybody out of order, and that person will be corrected by the community. But now, these people have programmed generations of black people with nothing but evil. And you have our people turning away from righteousness and going along with this foolishness. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Tell me what you think about this below. Special thank you to
You see what I'm saying? What we doing here?
Hold on. I will give her props. I will give Pink Pill props because I'm sure she's flooded with illmatic comments, especially at this day and age. You know, they did it to themselves, but they still won't take accountability. They're just gonna try to misdirect, deflect, whatever, and blame it on something or somebody else. But the game's over now. Y'all did it to yourselves, ladies. And I'm glad this lady is speaking up for it because she got a platform, so it's making y'all scratch your weaves. Y'all in trouble. Sheesh, wait till this winter.
I got one thing I can say to them motherfuckers and all that shit they was doing over there is this.
I said, no. I read through all that bull and jibber jabber and that jibber jabber. I wasn't flattered. It doesn't matter. Don't try to twist and misconstrue your words now.
That's a whole fact. You know what I'm saying? Why they over there doing that jibber jabber and that jibber jabber try to lie on Glorilla like that, man. What we doing, man? It ain't got nothing to do with her. You need to be talking about BET. You already talked about how bad.
No, but you know what I'm not mad at Glorilla about? Because she knows how to move within the system.
That's a whole fact. Because she's winning right now. She ain't losing. So it means it's hating.
And you ain't hear nothing wild. She ain't at no Diddy parties or nothing.
I disagreed with every single thing in that video right up until almost the exact end. And then, because I don't know everything. right?
Well,
I'm not a rocket surgeon. So until I realized
rocket surgeon.
Until I realized that they're playing in our faces, and now I'm mad.
They did it to themselves, and now it's somebody else's fault. Come on, man. It's so silly and juvenile
They're
right
playing
now.
in our faces, dude. We can't let that happen.
Yeah, no. What are we gonna do? We ain't shit, right?
Only thing I kept on hearing this whole goddamn thing was this.
If she was white, however, I'll probably have a crush on her.
The whole fact. I don't know what we doing here. Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's what I kept on hearing. I kept on hearing hating. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to hear the hate. You know what I'm saying? Get that at your heart.
And you know what's crazy, Dirty? Yo, we didn't even get to a full swing of summer yet.
Oh, that's the whole thing. So we're getting there. We'll be there in a little bit.
Yo, I think time is slowing down a little bit. There's a lot more going on in the world that's about to go crazy, just to let you know. But time is almost slowing down to let us suffer. Be like, nope, y'all did this, now deal with this. And it's not just women, it's men as well.
All right, so let me get this in there and get this done real quick. Appreciate like I say, we at the 3-hour mark, man. I told y'all we still got other shows to do tonight. I do have we should be doing the drop-by discussions with Wrestler. This go ahead and y'all can stay where y'all is and whatever it is you're gonna do. We will be doing the drop-by discussions tonight with Wrestler. I'll be texting him in a little bit. About to go grab something to eat. We've been on for 3 hours. We had a little fun over here in the church service. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate some dude and 10th man for pulling up. Make sure you check out drop-by discussions with me and Wrestler at, I should be around about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, everybody else's time. And then we also going to have the blast staff tonight. So if you're going to be up late night tonight, around about 1, 12 o'clock, you want somewhere to be at, want to have a conversation, there'll be no topics. We have fun over there. You're welcome to come over there and spend time, you know what I'm saying, chopping it up, cutting up, all that good stuff. We will be doing another episode of Blast Staff tonight, so make sure you be there. Salute to everybody that came in the chat today. There's those who supported the channel, man. Appreciate y'all for supporting the channel, keeping us growing, all that good stuff, man. We up out of here. And tell them when you see Tom, tell that nigga OGDoDirty sent you there, and tell that nigga we get W's. Yeah.
Oh, no. I'm gonna catch him. I'm gonna catch him slipping.
We get W's around here, Tom. Yeah. But appreciate everybody for showing up, and y'all already know how we do it. Appreciate everybody for showing up for Sunday service, and we up out of here.
OGDoDirty, flipping packs in the bag, stuffing the blunt, fat sack, jet black Cadillac, stacks in the mattress, cash cow status, walk in the streets, heat up, no pipe, blunt blazing, smoke hazing, OGs in the attic, crispy clean kicks, ain't nothing static, southern nights, trap dreams, raw matic, light it up, inhale the magic, erratic, down south, making moves, 808s, hit raw, sip the lean, slow the scene, outlaws on call, counting bills, running thrills, trap house ball, switches in the air, grandiose alcohol, dirty dope dreams, with the crew so mean, like some movie scene, trap king, royally king, purple haze phase, hazy days, cash in streams, hit the streets, beast mode, blitz and jewel schemes, OGDoDirty, leaning like a tower, got the power, hour after hour, living fast, mile high, never sour. Came up from the grid, dirty money flower. Blood blazing, smoke hazing, OGs in the attic. Crispy clean kicks, ain't nothing static. Southern nights, trap dreams, raw matic. Light it up, inhale the magic, erratic. OGDoDirty, leaning like the tower. Got the power, hour after hour. Living fast, mile high, never sour. Came up from the grid, dirty money flower.